Just dog.
This dog stream. He's a happy boy. Yay!
We are live, by the way. I just want to point that
like right now, we're
yes,
live.
like right now. Yes, I just went live while Blabs was petting the dog. So yeah, we are live. I just thought, hey, why not?
Put my dick back in.
There we go. That's right.
3, 2, and go.
No,
we're
I just saw Blabs playing with a puppy dog, and I thought, hey, why not? Let's just go right into it.
Look at
And
him, guys.
he's such a happy dog. That's right. And I'm speaking of the dog
Not
right
me.
there.
Not
No,
me. I mean-
how dare you? Why would you even insinuate that I would say that?
here we are.
I've met you before.
Ridiculous. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Side Scrollers on YouTube and Rumble. And, of course, Side Scrollers Plus. We are here live at the wonderful Rumble Longboat Key Studio. Just doxing the fuck out of us right now. Here we are.
Here we are.
Ready to go. Joined by the wonderful puppy dog, Mumford. He is here. Everybody look, enjoy it. Embrace the dog.
Woo.
The greatest dog in the history of the earth right there. Mumford with the sweet, sweet little goatee.
It's awesome. Look at that. Look at that little beard. Look at that.
I love that you just posted a picture of you and Mumford, and my foot is just like right in the middle. It's
I
great.
didn't have the heart to tell you to move your massive foot.
Free foot photos, everybody. Go check out Twitter.
Yeah.
But here we are, ready to go. We're glad you're with us today. Joining me, as always, to my right is the dog whisperer herself, Blabs.
Hi, I really like Mumford, and happy Friday.
That's right. Great to see everybody. Glad you're with us. Immediately to my left. No, let's go back to my right.
It's
Joining.
okay, you can skip. It's
Well,
great.
I was going to come back to you because you're the truly special one today. But we'll just go ahead and push this guy. There we go. Ray, this is the Ray. Here he
Thanks
is.
for having me,
Immediately-
guys. We're excited to be here, man. Look at us. Look at us doing this thing. Who'd have thought?
Hey,
Hey,
who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
Who'd
I
have
mean,
thought? Hey, who'd
here
have
we
known?
go.
But here we are, and straight from the hood, dressed in all black today,
Yep.
busting out the gang signs immediately to my left. Phoenix.
What up, dogs? Happy to be here. It's exciting.
What's up, dogs?
Literally.
Hey,
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
Mumford. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Stop it. Don't you do it. Mumford, come here, buddy.
Nah,
Come on, buddy.
Mumford loves being
All
home
right.
now.
Well, we'll see by the end of the show how much he loves you because he's gonna be sitting right next to me over. He's gonna be in my lap by the end of the show. It's gonna be great.
Mumford, you want to come on my lap? He's like, no, I'm good.
Oh, that's clipped.
That's clipped. There it is, right there. Mumford, come here, buddy. Come here. He will leave you at the drop of a hat because he hates you. Oh my gosh! All right, look, we are here, ready to go. We got a big show for you guys lined up, right in Florida, which is great.
Welcome to my home, though.
Yeah, thanks for making the
Appreciate-
trek all the way up the
It's
coastline.
really weird to go from like the southeast coast to the northwest coast because in that middle section of Florida, there's nothing.
No,
There
No
is
scenery,
no,
no
there's
nothing.
nothing. It's just green and cops.
lots of
That's-
cops in green.
Yeah, that's
and
what it is.
Sometimes, hello, Mumford, come here, buddy.
Oh.
Come
Oh,
here,
no,
buddy.
no.
Oh man, you are such a dog whore.
Hell
It's
yeah.
ridiculous. I
You
mean,
have two at home. I miss mine, so I'm gonna hug one.
okay. Well, listen, you're gonna rub his fur off him from petting him so much. It's
He's
ridiculous.
loving it. Look at him. He's like, oh,
gosh. Golly. Anyways, okay, so big show today. We got a lot to talk about. We struggled with what to lead with today, which is why our poll asks you what we should start with today and what you guys want to hear about. On the docket today, we're going to be digging into this mandatory digital ID that has been thrown out in the UK.
Yes.
Everyone said it was coming,
Sounds awesome.
and now it's officially here. Maybe we have a new world record, Blabs, which I can't wait to share with you. It's a big deal. Very
Like holding your breath or something?
no, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by how
Okay.
spectacular this is. It's very impressive.
Mhm.
A lady won the lottery, and she used ChatGPT to do it. She found the cheat code, and pretty fun stuff. Bowser has stepped down at Nintendo. So you have to play on words right there.
Yeah.
The Completionist has responded to the cheating allegations after a year or two away. It was a big old story. We'll give you a recap on that and exactly how he responded. Blabs tried the most racist game in the world, and
Yeah,
she'd
I
like to give you an
did.
update on that,
Fun.
Yeah.
which is good. And even in his death, Charlie Kirk still. Oh, come here, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Oh,
Yep.
damn it.
That's
That's
Oh,
okay.
so close.
Even in his death, Charlie Kirk is still making waves after and Tim the Toolman Taylor making waves was impacted by Charlie Kirk's death. We'll get to Tim Allen a little bit later on. And this is interesting. Phoenix already knew about this.
Yep.
But apparently we have some new JFK news, which is interesting.
That was not on my 2025 bingo card. But here we go.
No, it could have been on your 1964 or 65 or 1993 and 2005, but not the 2025. And of course, Mumford, the amazing dog, is joining us today, which is, we probably just need dog cam. Can we set up a dog cam?
Do we have a dog?
Just a dog cam? Can we just set up like a random, like,
Here they go.
and you can just cut to it at any time? Sorry, I don't mean to throw you for a loop over here, Mike, but
Just gonna duct tape a cannon to his head.
you know, just point a camera down there in the general direction.
A foot cam, please and thank
Oh, I
you.
think
Yeah,
you want
I'll
to
just-
attach the camera
I'll
to the
just-
dog's
You
head.
got
No,
rumble,
no.
So you got rumble socks, and then that can work. If you
No,
got
no.
rumble socks.
Do it mostly Blabs foot, little bit of dog. We will make way more money that way today,
Yeah.
which is great. Speaking of money, make sure you guys support with our Montez goals today. We haven't had that up in a long time. I don't think we have it up over on YouTube, but we do have our goals obviously over on Rumble. Let's go ahead and kick the crap out of the day today and show the good folks over at Rumble that we're good folks to work with, which is great. All right, so we always like to start the show with today in video. Okay, go ahead, get that dog cam set up over here. Let's go.
It's a real thing.
It is. It will be a real thing. And Mike's gonna be over to he's
No,
running
he was
away.
covering my feet.
He's running away. Yep.
All
go
right,
ahead.
just foot cam.
Are you serious? Are you really moving your feet away?
I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Dude, there's some weird people on the internet, guys. I'm just saying, like, there's some.
Thanks,
We
Michael.
live in strange
Fucking
times.
psycho you are. That's
I'm not
crazy.
a psycho, man.
Okay, sure.
She's just saying if she's going to show her feet on the internet, she's going to get paid for it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but I'd rather rep the rumble socks.
Yeah.
There you go. Mumford. God, it's what is it about getting a dog in the studio that just
It's the
distracts
best.
everybody?
Hi.
There he is.
Oh, we're
That's
so
right.
back.
He's back again. Such a happy day. All right. If you guys enjoy Mumford Cam and having Phoenix pet the dog all day,
Gonna
along
pet
with
that
Blabs,
dog.
and just totally derailing the show, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. And if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button or follow button. Join the 133,000 just normal men over on YouTube and the over 20,000 over on Rumble, who we continue to grow every single day, which is just wonderful. But we always like to start the show with Today in Gaming History. Mumford, don't we like to start the show with Today in Gaming History? We sure do. That's right. So let's get to it. Blabs, please disappoint us.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
That's me.
What do we got today?
I don't know. You point it up where I am.
I'll get it.
Yeah,
That's
I was gonna
fine.
say.
That's
Okay, fine. I'll do it. You're too slow.
No, okay, there we go.
Nope, this one. I spoiled it for Monday. Okay, everybody.
Ooh.
Castlevania was released in Japan in 1986. Super Mario 64 was released in the greatest year ever, 1996. And then Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom is 1 year old today.
This is a strong list. I hate that last one, but it's a good game to be up there.
Blabs, did you say 1 year old?
Yeah, I realized that. I was like, that makes no sense.
I like that. Out of all the things you just referenced, that's the one thing I picked up on. That
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Do you know how old you made me feel when you said that 1996 is the best year ever? I'm assuming you're referring to the fact that that's when you were born,
Yes,
and I was like
yes.
12. Like,
No, Blabs wasn't born in 1986.
No,
96.
96.
No, 96. Yes.
96. Yeah.
Well, Blabs, listen, Castlevania, as we know,
Uh-huh.
an absolute classic. And look, you struggled. That was actually the very first Blabs versus we
Yeah,
did.
fuck Simon.
Do you remember that a long time ago when we did that?
Yes, I still have PTSD from that to this day.
Okay, yeah, totally disrespecting the term PTSD right there, but thank you for that. So yes, Castlevania released for the Famicom Disk System. Ray, I don't know if you know this. Do you know that the Famicom Disk System had a different sound chip than the original Nintendo?
I did not know.
Way better.
Actually,
The game sounds way better on the in
Interesting.
Japan. Yes, yeah,
Huh.
it's pretty fascinating stuff. I encourage everyone to play the Famicom version of it.
Where can I find one of those, and how many thousands of dollars does it cost?
On YouTube, you can find the
Oh.
difference between the two
Oh.
songs. It's really
But
good.
you can't
Hey.
actually find the console
Yes,
anymore.
yeah. Maybe we'll take that video and upload it over to Rumble too as well, which is great. Command and Conquer, that's a pretty big one.
That is a very big
Yeah,
one.
I remember that.
Yes. For PC, man, that was a big deal. That's 19 seems a little bit longer than 30 years ago to me personally.
Jeez.
Mumford, don't you go anywhere. Come here, buddy. That's right. You're with us now.
You are
Stay away from your
ours.
mother. Seriously, stay with us. Obviously, Mario 64.
I can't believe it's been 30 years. Like, I remember the first time I saw Mario 64. Here's an old school statement.
Please. Oh, yes.
I went into Toys R Us,
Mhm.
I love
November,
Toys R Us.
leading up to Christmas. Back then, there was no internet. There were no great shows like this that would tell you all the things that are happening in gaming.
Okay.
There weren't like, and it didn't exist. Like you couldn't go. So you just one day you went to Walmart or Toys R Us and there was a new console.
Yeah.
Like that's just how it was. And me and my brother, we were doing our annual like Toys R Us, like start to make your Christmas list run. Them the catalog hadn't even come. You guys remember the Toys R Us Christmas catalog?
Yeah.
They hadn't even come out yet. And we walked into Toys R Us and they had what to our 10-year-old selves looked like 1,000 Nintendo 64s. Like they just had this huge setup and everyone could go play. And we walked over and we're like, what's this? And we're like, it is a 3D Mario. And we literally sat in that store for like an hour.
Oh yeah.
And like it just, I will never forget seeing Mario 64 for the first time.
Whoa.
Mario.
Okay.
You got it right.
Northeast.
You got it
I'm
right.
Northeast, man. So like
That's
it comes
it.
out.
It's Mario.
all the time too, and then I joined the internet, and everyone's like Mario. And I'm like,
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
internet chat.
Mario.
No.
Chat,
Mario.
is it Mario
Yeah, I'll help
or
Mario.
Mario?
I can help you.
Mario.
Check out the first introduction, the first commercial ever that introduced Mario. Listen what it sounds. They go Super Mario Brothers.
It's not
Done.
Listen to Shigeru Miyamoto, who said it's Mario.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, the guy, the guy
He's
who
wrong.
created it.
Created it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll add some more controversy.
oh, please.
Super Mario 64 greater than Mario 3 and Super Mario World. I just translated to
It's
Mario.
my favorite video game
Mario
of all
64
time.
is the best
actually.
of them
Like,
all.
if I'm being real with you, like if you were to give me a Mount Rushmore, it would be Mario 64 4 times. Like
That
that
is
is
correct.
my favorite game.
That's correct.
Can I just totally piss in your Cheerios
Do it.
and let you know that Mario 64 has not aged as well as you think it has?
I played it recently.
weekly.
Yeah.
I play it all the time. I have it emulated on my Steam or my Stream Deck. I always say that wrong.
Mhm.
Steam Deck.
Mhm.
My Steam Deck and on my Switch too. I play it in both places.
Well,
I don't know why.
yeah, I think Mario 64. Listen, this is the classic Billy Madison conversation where he goes, "Look, Donkey Kong is the greatest game ever," and they go, "No,
Mortal
you
Kombat.
suck. Mortal Kombat's the best game ever." Right? Same idea here, right? They're both spectacular games.
Yeah.
The problem is that Mario 64 is a product of 1996.
Yeah.
Right, and it has some issues in it. It's a phenomenal game.
It rips nostalgia so hard.
It
though.
was a 10 out
Like-
of 10 when here. Okay,
Yeah.
how many of these games do you know? Games that were 10 out of 10s when they were released,
Mhm.
but now they're like 8 out of 10s. Because that's what that's going to piss people off because that's what Mario 64 is.
I can't go to 8, man. That's low.
8.1.
I have zero nostalgia. I don't have it. It's not a gene that I have.
Mhm.
And I can tell you it still holds up today. And but both Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, these were two games where no one had really had these 3D games ever. Nintendo came out and nailed it so hard
Oh yeah, I get it.
that today we still use those exact same mechanics. If anything, I would just add better camera control to Mario 64. Done.
Are you
it's
guys
all it
like me,
needs.
like where your backlog is just like choking you out? My video game backlog is ridiculous. Steam, every time
course.
something goes on sale for $5, I buy it whether I ever play it or not. Like
Sure.
I've got hundreds of games in my Steam library that I never play.
Yeah.
I did that when what's the new Legend of, it's funny, I just did a partner thing with Nintendo. The new Zelda game.
Tears?
Tears. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Tears came out. I played through the introduction of it like on launch day.
Yeah.
Got busy with life, never played it again.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, it
here's
just-
a bag of dicks.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. The Switch 2 visual upgrades, they're great.
Amazing.
It looks unbelievable.
Yes.
I was laying in bed the other night, getting ready to go to sleep, and I was like, "Oh, let me play a little bit of Tears." And within 30 seconds of playing Tears, I was like, "I got Mario 64 on here." And I
Hell
switched
yeah,
over to
dog.
Mario
Right, right,
64.
right.
Like the game is legendary.
It is. I don't
Do we
I
just
don't
become best
disagree.
friends?
We did. I think we did.
I don't
Absolutely.
disagree with you. The problem is
Romance.
that just hasn't held up. Yeah, you guys are mega gay.
And yet it
Uh,
does. And yet it does.
It does.
Some other noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs. Which obviously Croc, Legend of the Gobos here. Croc was a big deal when it came in. I was like,
I vaguely remember it.
that was at the tail end of the mascot platformer craze
Yeah.
in the tail end of the 90s. Let's see, Blast FIFA Soccer for
Listen,
iOS
it's
and
not revolutionary.
It is not
did
revolutionary. I
not
can
add it
confirm.
in. Yeah.
for the Wii. I'm just
Wait,
saying,
iOS and the Wii. Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
which really says a lot about the power of the Wii
Yeah, that's
in,
what I was about to say, man.
2012. Hyrule Warriors, that was a big spin-off for Zelda right there for the Wii U.
Mm.
That's a big
It's
deal.
just Dynasty Warriors with Zelda characters.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
correct.
you're
Like-
right. Probably the biggest winner here, Monopoly. Monopoly is a big,
Hell yeah.
great game right there. Love that.
1 year ago on the Switch.
You mentioned Echoes of Wisdom here.
You get 1 year's.
Haven't had a
1
chance
years.
to play that one.
It
yet.
is not. It's Zelda with like puzzles. It's
Yeah.
a very puzzle heavy game.
Well, yeah. Zelda is puzzle. Is like a
No,
puzzle.
no, like
what's
it's the thing like what you think standard puzzle.
What's
Mhm.
the old Zelda that they redid in that art style? I can't remember which one it actually was. It's the same exact art style as this.
Link's Awakening.
Yeah,
That's the best Zelda
fantastic.
game ever made.
That game's awesome.
Yes.
Like it's really, really good. I think it's been a year, and for a year I've said this. I'll say this for 3 more years. If they make Princess Zelda the main character, they really missed it by not calling that game The Legend of Link. Like they had an opportunity to Legend of Link it, and they didn't do it.
Yep.
So
By the way, Chad is.
They're gonna hate my opinions. They're gonna hate that because
hold on, real quick. I'm sorry. What is happening right now?
I think we're putting socks on.
We don't have socks, so we're gonna cover your feet with a
but
shirt.
that might be the best Rumble
That is the best
advertisement that has
advertisement.
ever.
You gotta pay to play, man.
I guess.
Wow. There it
Thanks,
is.
Robert. Oh, there they are. I've been talking about
Solid
these hats
cut.
for freaking months.
Let's go.
I'm keeping this shirt
Look
after.
at
Love
that
it.
puppy dog.
I am here for it.
Let's go. Oh my gosh. We got puppy dog cam. We got Blabs wearing a shirt on her knees. This is great.
I'm keeping the shirt after.
Yeah, look at him.
Let's go.
Let's go, puppy dog. Just keep it there. You don't need it on us ever.
Dude, that right there should be like every avatar you guys
He's
have.
so
Just what
We're Rumble Gaming with Mumford.
that is a happy dog. That is,
That's a
you're
happy
right.
dog.
I'm not, you are right. That is the proper way to describe that dog. That's a handsome looking dog
He's
right
a
there.
handsome man.
It's a no, it's a dog.
Handsome man.
It's a male.
You don't say it's a handsome boy, handsome man. You know he's a dog.
It's a handsome dog.
It's a
Dog
handsome
cam
man.
That's right.
executed.
That's right. Good stuff. Hey, what a great way to start the show as we have this wonderful puppy dog joining us.
Thank
And-
you,
and
Michael, for the shirt.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you. Thank you for the hats.
yes, Michael's a stud.
Santa.
Right off the bat,
Santa.
Mr. Melancholy came in with the 2, says Starmer has one of the slimiest faces I've seen. Yeah, we talked. Oh, there he goes.
I'll come back.
Oh, there.
I'll come pet you again. There you go. See?
There he is. That's right. He knows.
There
He
you
knows where the
go.
love is.
There you go.
So we actually were talking about the thumbnail today. Then Blabs was like, we should put some lasers in his eyes or something. And I thought to myself, we actually don't need to put any lasers in his eye. Oh, that's yesterday's. Hold on, where's today's? This one right here. Like, I think his eyes are just.
He's demonic already, but I was like, maybe we should just do even more.
I don't. You know who he looks like? He looks like what's his name in the 40-year-old virgin, just a little bit older. You know,
Steve Carell.
Yeah, Steve. Kind of
How
little
dare
Steve.
you compare Steve?
He has a little
Carell
Steve
as
Carell going on him,
monster.
doesn't he?
It's really weird that you went that instead of The Office.
Yeah.
40-year-old virgin. Oh,
That's a weird,
okay.
That's a weirder pull.
I don't know.
I mean, he was in both, but I
Yeah.
mean, like,
I like. I think maybe just this instance. That's where I'm going with. Yeah, I guess Office.
Who is
Sure.
worse to you visually, like first appearance? If you had to shake their hand, him or Newsom?
Oh,
Ooh.
I feel like Newsom's about to like.
He's a Batman villain.
Yeah,
he's just
yeah,
instant Batman villain.
Yeah, I feel like he.
There's no surprise when he's taking over Gotham. That's-
Right. I feel like he will shake your hand and then slowly bring his fangs into your neck and just start sucking. Right. That's my thought on that. Give it up for Armis, who gifted 1 Rumble. Hey, I want to see the Rumble
Yeah.
chat going effing crazy
Mhm.
today. All right. I would love if the Rumble chat blew up today. That'd be great. Thank you, Armis. He also came into the 10, says, Benson, 6 a.m. on the roof of the house under the blazing sun heat, dealing with stuff. Was about to give, seeing Blabs playing Mumford. First thing was to pick me up. I needed Phoenix, no hand signs.
Damn right, dog.
Gang, tubs out. Thanks, Armis. Appreciate that. We have Mercenary coming in for the 5. Says, okay, Blabs isn't fired today. Now give the dog the sinky love he wants, but
Yeah.
scratches for doggo. What is sinky love?
I don't know what Sinky Love
Maybe
is.
Stinky.
Yeah, what is it? Look
I don't
at
know if you
that
wanna give him the
face.
stinky love
Look
either.
at him.
Armis also
Aw.
came in, says phrasing. Thank you, Armis. And Mercenary just wants to let you know that he misses Toys R Us.
I
Oh,
do
yeah.
too.
Thank you.
I
Thank
do
you.
too.
it's
I do
coming
too.
back. Like,
Well, they have their little tiny stores here and there. That you're talking about, or you're actually saying they're coming back with a full store?
so they've been doing this in phases.
Okay.
So I think they partnered at first with, is it Macy's? It's Jeffrey's Toy
Shoot,
Boxes
right.
and Macy's. It's
Yep.
like a smaller thing. And then they went back to Toys R Us Online. And then there's been this discussion back and forth about whether they're going to launch brick and mortars as Jeffrey's Toy Box again,
Mhm.
or whether it's truly coming back as Toys R Us. I'm telling you right now, I don't care where it is. If Toys R Us opens, I'm going.
well, I'll tell you.
Like,
So
I'm flying there.
Canada still has them. Don't
Really?
know that, yeah. And you're gonna hate me,
You
but
don't-
I
you don't
used
wanna
to
go
do
there.
work for Toys R Us. I used to do
Great.
commercial work. So I used to go down in Times Square. Have you ever been to the Times
Yep.
Square?
100
I used to
times.
be able to go in the back rooms, play with
Oh,
the
that's cool, man.
T-Rex,
That is
you
cool.
name it.
Did
My,
you get to ride
my-
the Ferris wheel?
Absolutely.
My family's like in Jersey, right on the border of the city in Jersey.
Yes,
Or my
sir.
wife's family, actually. And
see.
so for the first probably 5 years of my daughter's life, we would go up for Thanksgiving with them. And then we would go on Black Friday, like after everyone calmed down from everything, and take her to see like Santa at Macy's and
Oh,
Toys R
nice.
Us every time.
Beautiful.
That was the thing.
Labs. Mumford has made his decision.
No, it's because I stopped
Oh.
scratching him because I need two hands
Well,
to
now
operate.
that's the problem. Is
Hands.
that now that
Hands.
now
And I got
that-
evidence, brother. There you go. There's
That's
the
right.
evidence.
Read it and weep. Sucker! Don't give him the look. Don't be like that. It's ridiculous. Don't try to flirt your way to win here.
Flirt my way.
JB thinks that we should just keep it on the dog the entire
I
time.
kind of agree. It should just be
I'm with you
dog
on
cam.
dog
Ratings would
cam.
probably go way up.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that. But
How about Blabs? We go for every 20, we'll
Mhm.
go
Here, we'll
we'll go to
switch.
dog cam for
Yeah.
okay. So here you can bring Mumford over there. Okay, go ahead.
Buddy.
wow.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Is he coming over here?
Yeah.
No, he's taking
Okay.
his
All
time.
right, we'll do that.
He's
That'll be
doing
great.
the
You
rounds.
smell my dog. You smell Haley.
What a happy boy. Max Small says, sorry guys, if you think Mario 64 is less than a 10, it's because you're playing on a non-N64 controller or
That
the
guy.
non-classic re-release. It is so tuned to it that it's night and day.
That is
Okay
correct.
to perfection. Well, thank you, Max. I must be an absolute idiot.
No. Most people will say it's Mario World and Mario 3. That's what they're gonna, and they're
Yeah.
also gonna say Link to the Past. They'll always say those three, and they're not wrong.
Well, what they'd say is Mario World in Mario 3, not Mario World.
Yeah. They're incorrect.
We have Silo full of Cool Ranch Doritos coming in. By the way, are we frozen right now, or are we good? We good over there? Okay, cool. Just making sure. Maybe it's an
It's so
issue
weird
for
because
me.
you said that and mine paused too.
Okay.
Like it paused at the same time.
Silo full of Cool Ranch Doritos says, I remember Mortal Kombat was the reason for the ESRB system and
One
long
of.
long wait times to play. However, it was number 2 in sales because of NBA Jam. That's right.
Dude, he's on fire. That game was awesome.
NBA Jam's the greatest game of all. One of the greatest games of all time.
It's pretty up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty up there.
We got Ruddy coming in with the 5. Says, is Rumble Studios so base that it's mandatory for women to wear 1950s housewife dresses? Blabs, is that right?
I'm wearing a linen dress, but I'm also just covering my feet with a shirt, guys. They're like, oh, she's like she's wearing a burlap sack over her knees. Blab's feet were cold. Like, what are these comments?
DB Wild came into the den, says, hail scrollers. Hail not the other Ray. Not that one Ray. Not the slightest adjacent Ray, but the Ray. A favor. Can someone put a laptop or at least a smartphone on Phoenix's hands? The wizard looks out of place without some tech for him to work his magic
You want
on.
to do timestamps?
Boy, howdy.
Please. Yeah, you look real raw and natural here, which is great.
I appreciate that.
We also have Miner for 10 says, yesterday's tacos had me feeling like Blabs watching people eating at Olive
yeah,
Garden,
share my
quote,
screen.
Italian restaurants.
I have
Oh, please.
I have an audio, of an image
DM.
that he wanted to share.
Okay, go ahead. Flyer. What do you got? Okay, here we go. Let me remove this and add this here. We're doing technical stuff on the fly. What do we got?
This is the image that came with it.
Oh, well,
of
thank you for that.
super.
That's good.
Kind of terrifying, also.
Isn't it scary? He looks like a serial killer.
Yeah, he does look like he's about to beat you with his stuff.
That looks like one of the costumes from the Switch Mario game.
Yeah,
It does. Yeah.
Odyssey?
Mario Odyssey. That's
Yeah.
right. We have this of all things. We have
Oh, Mario.
what a weird super chat here. Where was it? I just saw it and I'm missing it. It said something about Rich from Review Tech eating his daughter's eyes.
Yeah, I keep
what?
seeing that. I keep seeing it. I just
believe
kinda, like,
it.
super scroll. I'm like, all right, whatever. Next.
Is this
It's that same guy doing it every single day. I don't know what that means.
okay? Well, I don't know. I don't punch down to Rich. All right, let's go ahead. We see all your super chats, all your direct donations, all your Rumble rants. We will read every single one of them throughout the duration of the show. No scrolling on the bottom today, Blabs.
Okay.
No scrolling on the bottoms. We're getting every single super. Glad you're with us today. Let's get into it, friends. It is time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
have a world record.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm curious what this is because I didn't actually see it yet.
This is an exciting one right here, which one I think
No,
you are
I believe
absolutely
you.
going to love.
Sure.
And Phoenix, I know that you're not a big fan of feet.
I am not a big fan of you. No.
This
What
is
about
why we're
hands?
covering-
Our friendship is getting stronger.
Oh,
and
man,
stronger
look at
in
us.
this
You guys want to
segment.
sit next to each other? Want to hold hands?
Good.
Good. You can cuddle up on each other?
You got a guitar? Let's do this thing.
Kumbaya.
Well, here we are. What about hands? Do you like hands?
Yeah, hands fine.
Hands
yeah,
are fine.
absolutely.
Okay. What about fingernails?
Yeah, that's fine. I actually just wish hands were on our feet. That would be okay.
It's kind of an odd statement, but
I prefer it over the weird talon thing. It's
Okay.
much better.
Well, we have this.
Is it the longest fingernails?
World's
No!
longest
I knew it.
fingernails.
Hell
That
yeah.
is disgusting.
34 years of growing,
not-
19 feet
How
long.
does she do stuff?
That's a man, baby.
What?
Racist.
Unbelievable. Yes. A Vietnamese man has broken the world record for the longest fingernails on a pair of male hands.
Congrats.
Look how fucked up his fingers are. They all bend different things. No.
What, didn't this just happen recently with a lady? Like within the last
Yes,
5 years, there's a lady
I've
that took.
seen that.
Like, do you think people like this see that and they're like, just wait, I'm coming for you? Like, they're like,
You know
this-
what? Rafa makes a great point there. How does he poop, Grok?
Yeah, I think these are really good questions.
Oh no, his with daily tasks like washing.
Oh, Blabs, you read that
No.
auds for those
Okay,
on
right,
the audio,
right.
audio
So
side.
his wife helps with daily tasks like
Wow.
washing since his nails can't get wet without risking damage. For bathroom hygiene, he likely relies on her assistance or adapted methods, common similar records. Oh my God, though his wife wipes his ass.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I've ever been more uncomfortable with two words next to each other as I am with adapted methods right now.
Yeah.
Like something about that is taking me to a level that I've not expected to
But
go to.
what made her want to sign up for this job? Like, you get to wash my ass
Maybe-
and you get to look at these nails. And that was you know what?
Yeah.
Marry
Thread,
me.
huh? Nice.
Honestly, how do you get there? Do you get to the point where your nails are a little bit long and you're like, you know what? I got an idea.
Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. It'll take
30
19 years.
Here we go. Like, oh,
And
30 years
like-
later.
do you think that he had a big rival as well? Maybe a rival that was that he was waiting for somebody to die? Because at a certain
Yeah.
point, you know, like you realize that you're not going to win because someone's already ahead of you. You know, at a certain they just keep growing and growing and growing.
it's
So
a great fingernail battle royale.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
maybe there was a point to where he was, you know, poisoning or putting
Maybe-
less protein in his food. That
Maybe his personality was just so good that
Look, I got a
don't know, man.
16-year-old daughter and a wife of almost 20 years.
congratulations.
That break their fingernails so many times.
Mhm.
And they will come back from their $150 combined fingernail appointment. And 3 days later, both of them are like, my nails are broken. I'm like, too bad. How do you get there?
I don't. These are great questions that I, as a male, cannot answer. Blabs.
I've never gotten my nails done. I haven't painted my nails
Guys-
since 2019. I am a 12-year-old boy. So.
That's a really specific fact to know.
Well,
I have
because
not
it was-
painted my nails since 2019.
Well, it was because was it 2019 or 2018? Whatever time it was, I was graduating
COVID
college.
happened.
No, I did it for college graduation. It's like I'm gonna look like a girl, and I painted my nails, and yeah, the end.
Guys, I just want to point this out, right? Not only does she not do her nails,
Mm.
but she does do the dishes every time we eat at the house.
I made him breakfast too.
You made eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put the
Oh
the
yeah.
bacon in.
Excuse me. I put the bacon in the oven. You literally just checked it.
He's coming back. Let's go.
Oh, look what we got
He's
here.
got toys. Oh, he's such
Oh,
a happy.
now he's super excited.
Oh.
Right on the wires too. Perfect.
I love it.
Come here,
When we lose the feed, we know why.
let's get him back over here.
We're cool.
Can you tilt the camera back just straight down on Mumford here? Because
Yeah,
I don't think he's moving anytime soon. I
yeah,
think
he's stuck there.
it's important stuff. This is great. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Mumford, the Mumford,
Right
the
on
puppy dog.
cables.
Oh, that's great stuff. Yeah, that's a nice.
That's
there you go.
perfect.
That's beautiful.
That's all we need. That's it.
That's really just
All the Power and Rumble studios about to go out.
just 2 hours of Mumford chewing on a dog bone. That's a great little toy. What a
It's
happy
better
dog.
than some of the content I've seen this week.
That is
I agree.
very
I
correct.
agree. All right. Well, let's go and move on from that story. But you can keep the camera right. No, go ahead.
No,
Go back to
yeah,
it. It's
the
okay.
better view
It's
is the
fine.
dog,
It's
clearly.
fine. Listen, it's the better looking dog than anybody here. Why would you look at me like that? Are you seeing that I'm Don't make
you
it
just
weird.
called us all dogs.
Yeah, we're all
It's the
ugly.
better
We are
dog
all
here.
ugly as shit compared to that dog. Yes,
That is
it's
correct.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. There it is. Henry came into the tent and says, I recently learned that the reason Acclaim got the home release rights to NBA Jam instead of Midway was because the NBA license guy was a former employee of Acclaim. Wow.
Licensing stuff is always so interesting
Mm.
because it gets petty.
Oh, I would imagine.
Super fast. Yeah, like we're here in Florida. You're in my home state.
Uh-huh.
What was it? Not Hollywood Studios. What's the other theme park that's not Disney?
Universal.
Right? Universal owns the rights to Marvel characters
Uh-huh.
in a theme park in the state of Florida.
Yes.
So when
Wow.
Disney acquired Marvel, Disney, no matter how hard they try, cannot get the rights to like
Oh,
Spider-Man
wow.
at Disney. So that's why the Avengers campus is in California, not here.
Mhm.
But because Disney owns Marvel, they have done some super petty things to Universal to try to get it back. So if you go to, they've got like a Daily Bugle shop in the Spider-Man world at Universal Studios.
Mhm.
In the four corners of that shop, there are Mickey Mouse statues painted like Marvel characters.
That's
they
weird.
can, yeah, like it's like this weird. So yeah, the contract law and like the licensing law, it's weird.
Can they
man.
sell merchandise of the MCU?
Some of them, yeah,
Okay.
like some of it, and like I don't know how they got the rights to Guardians of the Galaxy because they've got the Guardians right here at Epcot now, but like Universal will not let it go.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, I don't blame them.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I would
man.
not either, for sure. All right. Real quick, we have Pastor Dave coming in as a brand new member. Pastor Dave, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Super Blue likes girls with normal nails. So congratulations, Blabs, you have a stalker.
Thank you.
Finally made it on the internet.
Hairbrain Studio says, if I get fired for not having digital ID, I'm a hobo.
Oh yeah.
That's-
We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, we're going to get to that right now. Console Core Games says, Craig, you ever talk to Sinclair about filling those holes? I haven't had a whole lot of discussion with Sinclair about filling their time slot holes, but yes, we would love to fill the time slot holes that Jimmy Kimmel has left after Sinclair and the other company have avoided it. They're just like preempting it right now. So let us fill your holes. That's all I'm saying. We will gladly do it. Look at our nice studio setup.
We should
Thanks
just
to
put that
Rumble.
on a business card and just hand that over to someone.
Let us fill your holes. That's
Fill
right.
your hole.
That's right.
Yikes.
Mercenary says Mumford is a happy dog. Where's that Mumford cam? There he is. Oh, he's
Oh
getting
my
the
God.
wires. He's in the wires. Mumford is a happy dog being spoiled for love, as all dogs should be, especially but those scratches. He started licking. You know, you found the sweet spot. That's right. Oh, no, it's okay. If he goes through the wires, it's manifest destiny right there. It's all right.
They're featuring Michael's hand.
There
Look at
it
that.
is, everybody. That's right.
Oh, now my hands are all over.
Oh no, hand feet,
Oh,
licky
Oh
feet.
man.
no, that'll be
Foot
$6.
cam, hand cam.
Yeah, that's right. That's $10
What's
for
happening
Michael's
on Rumble
hands.
today,
Okay.
guys?
Ridiculous. We have Lisis, or is it like Jesus or Lisis?
Jesus.
Jesus. Jesus says Blabs is all smiles now. Wait till she learns she's training her replacement.
Mumford is my replacement.
That's right. He's cheaper, or probably more expensive in the grand scheme of things.
After all the like toys and stuff, yeah.
Bike Short says Phoenix is a jack of all traits kind of guy. Works everywhere apparently.
Yep.
Yes, he's a super stud. And give it up for Marmalin, who paid the $5 for the doggo tax. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Appreciate that. Mumford, you're more profitable than Blabs too. Congratulations.
Shout out Mumford.
Ian says we need to keep the peanut butter away from Blabs while Mumford is around. So
That is highly weird.
I don't even know what they're
I
talking
don't
about
want to
right
know
now.
I
either.
do.
And of course you do, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Bentley came in with the 10, says random fun fact of the day: people stutter the least when speaking to animals compared to talking to people. Maybe Mumford can help Craig with his reading as well.
Ah,
Hashtag send with love.
yeah.
That's interesting. Thanks, Bentley. Appreciate that. And I think it's because we all talk like this. We
Yeah.
talk to
You
dogs.
read that phenomenally, by the way. Just want to give you that heads
Well,
up.
it felt like I was reading to Mumford while
Yeah.
doing it, which is great.
He totally was listening to with full engagement.
That's right. Right, Mumford?
His ass to you and everything.
That's right, Mumford. There he is. There's a puppy dog.
Yay!
Eric came in, says Craig and Blabs just fills everyone holes with love and fun and gaming stuff. Thanks, Eric. Don't make it weird.
Like a
Appreciate that.
controller. Yeah.
That's right. All right. We'll get to all your super chats, Rumble rants, and direct donations. But first, let's get to hell. As guess what? The British Prime Minister.
It's a wanker.
Thank you, Blabs. How do you say his name? Keir
Keir
Starmer?
Starmer.
Yes.
Or
Starmer?
yeah, or two-tier Keir, whichever one you'd like.
Well, he announced today something that a lot of people were scared of, and that is mandatory digital ID. We've been talking about this. This has been a discussion for the better part. Well, I think first time I really heard about it was COVID, but a lot of people have been talking about it for a lot longer than that.
Oh, sure.
Because I'm just a normie idiot. But he announced the idea of mandatory ID here, and we're going to check out to see the announcement here, which should scare everybody shitless.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID.
Free of charge is
And
diabolical.
it's free. How nice.
That's right. Congratulations, everybody.
So kind
We're
of
doing you a favor.
That's right.
Free of charge.
Oh, listen, it's all under the guise of hey, it's what's best for you.
We're from the government. We're here to help.
So yeah, let's go ahead and continue this. Hey, Phoenix Free, congratulations.
I'm very excited.com.
Right. Well, by the way, we have noticed a dramatic drop in our European viewership lately, as they've all been sent to jail for saying bad things, which is really dramatic.
Sorry,
so,
digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
Wow.
It's as simple as that.
Wow.
Go
I felt that in
Wow.
my soul. Like, oh my God. So hold on. They took their guns away.
yep.
Okay.
The
Now
knives
they're-
are coming too.
Now they're mandatorily categorizing and like collecting information on people. Does
Yeah.
this sound familiar to anybody
Yeah.
else? Like, I feel like this happened somewhere
Yeah.
once before.
Well, this should scare everybody in the UK, and if you're in the UK, we'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Obviously, there's a lot of strong feelings about this, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. Hey, but you know what? Maybe he does have a point. Maybe there's something. There's a bright side. Let's just hear the rest of this as Michael plays with Mumford down there. Let's see what else he has to say here, just to finish up his thought
And
process.
we put everyone in camps. That's what it sounds
Oh,
like
yes.
it's next.
That's right.
Because
Papers,
decent,
please.
pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course,
Did you hear the sheer length? Decent people want this, and if you don't want this, you're not decent.
You're a fascist?
It's very gaslighting, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes.
Which is
looking
you.
upstream to tackle poverty, conflict.
So there we are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
The echo, I love the echo. It really just helps sell the dystopian nightmare. That is.
Like if you're listening to like Hitler and
Yeah.
I'm surprised
40s.
you didn't hear an audible gasp from the crowd.
Well, what actually is standing out to me is how silent the crowd is.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's,
I mean,
it's
it
the
is
press, though.
Dead silent.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys think that their digital IDs come with cool forearm tattoos?
Yeah.
Like, right.
Just let everybody know you can go in and hey, here I am. They ask you what nationality you are when you go in, and if you're the
Are
wrong
you
nationality.
gay or not?
That's right.
You swipe.
Just total side note about that question. We were talking to Michael about
Yeah.
this yesterday, right? The idea that he was like several years ago, he said he was like interviewing or filling out an application for a job. And I never really thought about it this way. He said something, he goes, there's like a check. It said, are you a cis white, whatever, right?
Mhm.
And I thought about like how fucking intrusive of a question is that to where you say, hey, are you white and where do you put your penis?
Yeah.
Like it's a really fucked up.
It gets worse than that though. Like when we this is like 2019 when we purchased our house in Ohio, when we had to do like a phone call with the lender for whatever the reason, and they were verifying like all of our information, and they were like, when you woke up this morning, did you identify as male, female, or other? And then and I thought that was bad enough. And then they said, and your wife, Kimberly, may I call her your wife? I mean, like they were tiptoeing around it. Did Kimberly, because they wouldn't even say she, when Kimberly woke up this morning, did Kimberly identify as male? I'm like, what?
Man,
What
this
are we
is 2019?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, maybe Kieran Star, what's his name?
Oh, cute.
Kieran
Yeah,
Yep.
Stama.
Hitler. What? Maybe he will.
Hitler in training.
Maybe he'll wake up as a woman one day. Let's go to continue here because there's more.
Karen
oh,
Starmer.
good.
Yeah, there's more, and we need to know
Karen.
why. Why specifically do they want to do this? Right? Hey, you have to
Mhm.
have this to make money in the UK.
Mhm.
It's
Okay.
as simple as that.
Yep, that's it. It's as simple
No
as that.
discussion.
No discussion at all. But here's some breaking news, and but there's logic behind this. Okay, logic.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news now. Digital ID will be made law for all adults in an effort to tackle small boats. Downing Street believes that a mandatory ID card system will help stop illegal immigrants working. Let's bring in our political correspondent.
I'm all the way out.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Yes. So the idea is they're doing this to stop immigration, of all things,
As they allow it in, and they're not
Yes.
actually saying
But
we're
we
stopping
can't.
immigration.
Because if we do it, we're like the enemy of the world.
Well, yeah, right. You know,
You guys are saying my trigger words. Like,
yeah. I mean, look, they're all everybody who is against this is now a racist
For
and a
like the
bigot.
last
And
10 years.
That's
that
right,
We've been
yeah.
watching since around 2016. The funny thing is, right, they're not actually stopping immigration or anything. They're not doing anything to stop it. They're just like, oh, we're doing this instead.
well, no, but now we have a solution to stop the immigration blabs,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that is
Mandatory
by
digital ID.
still allowing them in, but giving them this forced thing on the internet. That's totally going to
Hey.
stop them from coming over.
but it's free. All right.
That is a good point. It is
It's
free.
Blabs.
Buy
It's-
one, get one free.
Let's continue
You
here
get
with
a
this.
free hot dog visit.
What more do
dude,
we know?
Psycho
Free
just
cell
nailed
phone.
it. Psycho in chat
Yeah,
just
well,
nailed it and said,
Gareth,
just imagine if Donald Trump wanted this.
Yes, absolutely. It'd be
Just imagine if Donald Trump said hi.
How dare you say hello to me?
okay. Let's hear how the news is representing this.
This is interesting because this is something that has been spoken about a lot. Tony Blair, for instance, has been talking about this for years and years as what he always believed was one of the best ways to try and reduce illegal immigration and the ability for people to work illegally here in the UK. But Sky News understands that we will have an announcement, could be as soon as tomorrow, from the Prime Minister on these mandatory ID cards, an ID card system, the Brit card. And essentially what this will mean will be mandatory for all adults here in the UK. It will make it easier for employers and for landlords to make sure that they are employing or renting or to actually have the right legal immigration status here in the UK. They can do it using a smartphone app. It's also, according to the government, going to make it easier for people here in the UK to essentially prove their status or their ability to kind of qualify to be able to work here in the UK.
Think about that. You have to prove your status to be able to qualify to work. Right.
Can I just go one step further real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah, please.
Then it's going to be you need ID to sign into social media. Then that's connected to, so what you say on social media will then be connected to your ID.
100%.
And then there you go. There's the like Chinese dystopian, hellhole future that you got right there.
Yep.
Credit system, social credit system.
Oh, we're there. We're there. The tweet directly from Fuckface says, I know you're worried about the level of illegal. See, once again, it's always guised around like, hey,
I know you're worried. I'm here to help you, even though you fucking created this issue in the first place. It's fine.
right. I know you're worried about the level of illegal migration into our country. Digital ID is another measure to make sure it's tougher to work illegally here, making our borders more secure. Ours is a fairer Britain, built on change, not division.
I love it. Retard Finder found the Prime Minister.
That's right. Asmongold, both of them ratioing them. I told you this shit was going to happen, but nobody wanted to listen, right? I think everybody wanted it to listen, and everybody violently rejected this multiple times. So much so that there's actually a petition out since this announcement. Let's play the game. How many people have signed the Parliament UK petition asking not to introduce digital ID cards? How many do y'all think it is?
What's the population there?
The population of the UK?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think it's like 30 million, something like that. It's
No, I feel like it's more than that. I would hope
population
at least.
of the UK. There we go.
And when did this petition when was it created? This petition?
In the last 12 hours. Yeah. So
Wow.
by the way, population of UK 68 million. Okay. And
Okay,
that's in mid 2023.
Okay.
So yes. So the total number of people who have signed this that are asking not to do this just in the last several hours. All right. The initial goal was 100,000.
It
Blabs.
surpassed it by. I'm gonna say like 50,000 people already.
Wait, whoa, back up. You said
50,000?
Didn't you just say 1,000 people signed it?
no. I said the goal was 100,000.
100,000.
Oh, Okay. Yeah, they've already beat the goal by 5.
So,
I'm gonna
but-
say 200,000.
But you said
at
there's
least.
60 million there.
68 million, yeah,
Yeah.
something like that, right?
Mm.
So, Phoenix, have you seen the number?
No, I don't know the
Okay.
number. I'm gonna. There's such cucks there. I'll say 500,000. They
Okay.
probably can't wait to do it.
Ray,
I'll go big like that. There's a little over 1 million. Let's say a
a
little,
little over 1 million. Any guesses over there? 750,000. Michael's got 750. The correct answer, close without going over, would be Ray with 1.2
All right.
million. That is
So
updated
just a
right
little-
now.
Look at me go.
You see,
Look
good,
at
good.
right there.
Yeah, and good for them too.
Good. But
Yes.
there was something else that they were trying to do, like really, like they're really pissed off in the UK.
You think?
Yeah, they're really pissed.
Uh-huh.
Hey, how'd that happen last time a group of people in the UK got pissed off? How'd that go?
Mm.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Hey.
But I mean, honestly, you wonder why. I mean, look at this stuff. I mean, like we can all laugh and joke about like their social media. Don't say anything mean on social media. Like this is getting like Minority Report levels.
But
of weird.
where were
Mhm.
they? I'm happy they're showing up now. Where were they for the decades that
I
this shit
get
was happening?
It's
Ah.
wild.
Ah.
Blah.
All right. Well, let's get to a little bit more coverage here.
The house is on fire. I should put it out now. Yeah. Good
Did you see
job.
the video on social media this week of like the British police officers attempting desperately to break into the door of the house?
Yeah.
And they've got the jack and they're like swinging it and they can't even pick it up.
Mhm.
They got a guy that's like taking 3 pieces of a fence that fell off and he's trying to stack on top of each other and they just can't.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just can't do a thing.
Yep. I did see that. That was really honestly sad. It was like 2 minutes of them just trying to break into the door.
Yeah.
But,
Wait,
but
why
that,
are they trying to break into the door? I've
They
seen
were
this.
trying to arrest somebody for something they tweeted.
I think,
Oh.
was it, I kind of look at it, maybe it was police training or something, but either way, like it was,
Failure.
it was, if they hit the door like 17 times.
And hitting it is like generous.
Yeah,
Right.
a little
They-
love tap.
No, it was the weakest I've ever seen.
Yeah. It was like if I went to a door and went like,
Yeah.
but yes, they were approaching. Anyways, it's the UK is in a sad spot. Let's get a little bit more information about this.
We're praying for you guys.
Yeah, just to a little bit more here.
T's and P's, thoughts and prayers, guys.
Yeah.
Why should we have digital IDs? Because you can't control our borders. Here's a
She's an MP.
yes. So here's the question.
A sheep.
in your plan. Are you on the wrong side of the argument?
No, I mean, we've been really clear that at the moment, people are coming to this country and working illegally in the shadow workforce. That's not something that's okay. It means that workers get exploited, but also it is a pull factor for people coming here in the UK. And I know from conversations that I have with my constituents that people really want us to address the issue of legal migrants. And these digital IDs that mean that you have to have a digital ID in order to have the right to work is a really key part of lowering illegal migration.
But why should we all have to have digital IDs? Because you guys can't control your borders.
Bingo.
Our borders.
Because it's important that
Well, I can't say the word.
Follow-up question.
No,
So gaff.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
But when we get rid of all the illegal immigrants because of the digital ID, who's going to do the jobs that the rest of the Brits don't want to do?
Listen, stop.
I'm just saying.
Listen to the response. Look at how
She's so pompous.
Visually-
It's important.
Yeah.
well, that's just their English accent coming
No,
through.
she's just pompous in general.
But look, she's visibly shaken by the pushback of the
Mhm.
reporter here, which is just great. She's like, I'm sorry, what did you just say?
illegal migration.
But why should we all have to have digital IDs? Because you guys can't control your borders. Our borders.
Because it's important that
Because it's important, you idiot. You dumb, you stupid idiot. Don't you get it?
understand?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
if you are here and
What's that?
because
Yeah, because exactly.
Just because.
Just because.
Do it because we told you to.
you have the right to work, that you can prove it so you can get yourself a good job. At the moment, we already have that, by the way. When you start a new job, you'll know you have to take your passport and get your passport scanned. But what this does is it really closes that loophole of illegal work so that people who do come here won't be able to have that.
This surely is a sledgehammer to crack a nut. The nut is, how do you stop tens of thousands?
She wasn't
of
ready for the media to push back.
No.
No,
That's-
not at all.
She wasn't ready.
And good for this reporter for
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
pushing back. Something you don't see in the UK very often.
No,
does
I'm,
this
And
guy
then when
still have a job?
Yeah, he's in the gulag.
Yeah,
now.
I'm
yeah.
actually kind of curious to what she was saying, how like you have to scan your passport and everything for work. That's interesting.
Well, just like in the United States, you do have to prove that
Yeah,
you.
like a background check
Right.
and everything
Well-
like that too.
Well, no, in the United States, when you're hired somewhere, you show them your ID.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
But that's not the same as the passport. The
Yeah,
passport's a little bit up, higher up.
Yeah. Right.
tens of thousands of small boat crossings, and then when they arrive, disappearing into the economy. Why not deal with that rather than make us all have to carry around some form of digital ID to get to work?
Well, I think that is dealing with that, because one of the reasons that people come here is because they feel as though they can get a job and they can work illegally, and we are cracking down on that, and that is a pull factor for illegal migrants coming into this country. So by introducing these digital IDs, that is exactly what we're doing. We are dealing with that.
I'm ready for her to say, why are you asking such hard questions?
Why do you care?
Yeah.
Right. It's there's so much here. And you know who summed it up really well? Really, really well. Raging Rhino.
Yep.
Raging Rhino, who friend of the show, he said it. I'll tell you what, Blabs, you speak in your best Australian accent.
Oh gosh,
right
I'm sorry, Rhino. So let me get this straight. I can't do one. Also, it's cutting off. There you go. They allowed mass illegal immigration, called anyone that pushes back against the idea of allowing that, and even protested against it, a racist Nazi. Now they want to stop those illegals that they allowed in from getting jobs by enforcing a digital ID. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck up, people? All right.
Supposed to be wake the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. The solution is stopping the mass immigration, not stopping them from getting jobs. The narrative is designed so that you give away more of your freedom willingly. I pray to God you are not a sheep. UK digital ID, digital ID.
Right. You know, there's one giant hole in this whole argument here, and that's that our president stopped illegal immigration immediately without this.
Yeah.
So for them saying, well, we need this, well, everybody in the UK can just look right across the ocean and say, well, they did it in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, but we know it's not actually about immigration.
Just about
Of course.
I mean,
control and
this is their platform, but spoiler alert, that has nothing to do with immigration.
What are you talking about?
But Trump's a fascist. Just guys, let's just remember he's a
that
fascist.
Nazi.
There's so much here. There's so much here, and honestly, I would love to hear y'all's thoughts, especially you guys in the UK. How are you guys dealing with this nonsense? Because we've heard from several people who are like, we're looking at leaving. Like, we want to get out, and they want to go other places. This is not not something that I think will be taken very well in the UK at all. You know,
I hope there's some change there. That'd be great.
I like this comment on Kick from Burnt Sausage. You could just stop the boats. You literally could. That's all you have to do, and then you're done.
You just stand out there and protect your borders.
You make them just turn around, point guns on them, like, no, you can't come. Turn around. Done.
Maybe they stand on the shores since they don't have guns anymore with their knives, just doing this. their butter knives. Yeah. They go, oh, you got you. I'm coming to get you, and just stab the air over and over again.
Like shake their little teapots. Look at this.
Royston says this is just a waste of British taxpayer money.
Oh yeah. They have plenty to spare, you know.
JH says, what is to stop the UK government from registering illegal immigrants as citizens through digital ID? If digital ID were the path,
of course,
and then let them vote and control.
We have this. Another wonderful UK viewer says, second part. Oh, let me actually go to the first part real fast. It says, U.S. uses guns.
U.S. uses guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said us. Keep going.
Go ahead, Blabs.
U.S. uses guns are a flex, but how did they protect you from YouTube censorship or Biden era jailing? They didn't save Charlie. One bad election and you're the UK 2.0, unless you're actually willing to use them. And then part two, Trump pardons 23 peaceful pro-life activists jailed under Biden. How many went to jail over J6? So please spare me with, we've got guns.
That's one of the dumbest comments I've ever heard in my entire life.
Savage.
Go ahead.
No. I mean, I'm sure you can take over here. Correct it.
I mean, look,
insultingly stupid.
Thanks for the super chat.
I'll be nice.
Thanks for your support.
It's an ignorant comment.
Yes.
I truly mean that by the definition of the word ignorance.
Ignorant meaning
you don't have experience. You've not walked it. You're across the pond, as you'd like to say, throwing, bricks at a glass house right now. Like, yeah, you want to talk to me about our freedoms? Yeah, we've had some stuff going on. We've absolutely in this country had some stuff. But when you see news reports like this, where freedoms are being absolutely infringed on, and then you hear leadership talking about the freedoms that they allow you to have, that's how you know you're not free. This is just a reflection of the lack of freedom that the UK actually has. So yeah, correct. J6 guys got jailed. Peaceful protesters have been jailed. There's a lot of inequity in our country, but I'm telling you right now, it is a hell of a lot more free than what you're watching happen in the UK
and
right
also
now.
the immediate response to these things isn't let's go grab the guns, right?
No.
Like that's obviously this is there as a, unlike on the other side that just keeps shooting at us. We're not doing that. We're trying to make some change verbally through process, things like that. I would argue, and I have been arguing for a very long time, that at least I'll speak from my side, has not been doing anything. Had they been doing something, we would have probably stopped a lot of this just through conversation, through debate, things like that. But they haven't. But it's not like guns would be the absolute last resort before
100%.
you would do anything. And believe me, if it ever got to that point where now you're talking about force from the government, they would be less inclined to go into certain areas that have a heavy population of that. So you start to be able to take some control. And again, I'm not promoting or talking about violence at all. But
No, for sure.
Yeah, but right now we're still at the talking phase.
Very legal gun owner who has walked through the paces to get the firearms that I may or may not have, right? Like in my family, we talked about, we lived in Columbus, Ohio during the insanity of those riots for George Floyd. And like those riots spilled from downtown Columbus literally into my neighborhood that was 20 miles away from downtown. Like there was marches that were happening and we armed ourselves. And we sat down as a family and discussed, this is the point where the gun comes out. If this happens, here's what you do, kids, here's where I need you to go. If you hear like I don't think that people in the UK realize the responsibility that or the weight that responsible weapons owners actually feel.
Well, they're just
like
told that we're gun-toting maniacs. That's why.
Right.
Like we're not.
Of course not. Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, now there are lunatics, the same ways there are lunatics in the UK walking around running over people in their cars and stabbing people with every butter knife they can find. But the reality of it is, responsible American gun owners carry a very heavy weight. It's a burden that you carry. When I'm walking through Florida, which thankfully is a constitutional carry state now, and I have a gun on my hip, I'm freaking out about who's walking behind me because I don't want someone to grab it. Like it's something that you are aware of. Sure. I'm not walking around Walmart pointing my gun at every single person that I disagree with. It is the last resort.
Absolute last resort.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the more fascinating things about when somebody is not aware of gun culture, right? They have no idea. Like if you ever go into a range, it is the safest place you will ever be.
And if someone's not safe, the 5 other people in the bays next to them are forcing them to be safe. Like it's head on a swivel in a gun range. I mean, I was in one probably 4 or 5 years ago, and a guy was being an idiot. And he didn't do anything. Like he wasn't like pointing at himself or whatever, but like just his generalized handling of the weapon was unsafe. And no less than 5 people walked into his bay and they're like, hey, brother, not sure you actually know how to handle that thing. Let me show you some stuff.
Right.
And then as it progresses, then it's like, take it away from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's gun culture.
Yes, for sure. And those who don't understand have no idea.
No.
Like but I get it. I get it because they're scary.
That's why, but that's where the ignorance comes in.
Yes.
Well, and also the media, what the media is telling everyone else too. Again, we're all like the gun violence is all over the place. They're also fed a narrative.
Oh, well, we have more on that here in just a minute.
Yeah.
Our next story is going to tie into that. Frog's magician came in and says, I'm a simple man. I see doggo. I donate for Mumford.
Thank you.
Mumford has left the room now, but
he's left the building.
The hope is that he'll be back in a little bit. We have this from Jay Busser, JB username. I thought it said Jay Busser, man. JB username came in and says, in regards to the digital IDs,
love that icon.
What are the odds that there will be an exception for, quote, refugees like they did with the jab?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
I like those odds.
Yeah.
Mr. Wombat says, typical government create the problem and try to, quote, save the people from the problem they created. Yeah, I think most of us know what's at play.
But it's like overreach. It's like if they just took the glass of lemonade, poured it on your floor, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to clean it up for you, but I'll just take your house first. It's just like the overreach is insane.
We have this one more. Denier says, for the record, I'm not anti-gun. I'm Polish and a gun owner. I only live in UK, but talking like you'll start a civil war and then not doing anything, don't tell me you'll start shooting government officials. Yeah, nobody. I don't think anybody said that.
No, we don't want that. We want the opposite of that.
Yeah, I mean, can we be honest? I mean, like, there's been comedians that have like made these points. Okay, yeah, like I have heavy weapons, right? No matter what I'm armed with, and the hundreds, if not thousands, of rounds that I have, like they have tanks and fighter jets. Like, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like
drones.
Yeah, like the drones, even by themselves. I mean, like, no one with 2 brain cells in this country that's a gun owner is walking around saying that they want to take on the government. Like, but they're saying that we have the right to, like, or we have the right to defend ourselves. So I mean, that culture and the cultural misunderstanding, it's so brainwashed, man. Like, it's just so manipulated and twisted. And the reality of it is, I think it's more the opposite side. It's the anti-gun guys that say the things that you're quoting and blaming us for. We're not even the ones saying that. You know, I mean, like, the fact that I'm actually talking about the fact that is very abnormal for me. Like, it's not something that responsible gun owners typically publicize.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I don't blame non-2A or non-gun owners, because you're right. They have been, whether they realize they're not a part of the culture, right? It's stigmatized through the media and everything else, right? All these right-wing 2A wackos, you know, like it has been stigmatized so bad to where they are scared. They are a product of their surrounding, and you truly don't know until you enter that space.
100%.
You know, and I speak from experience. You know, like I went from not working. I worked in video games, then I jumped into the 2A space for a year, and it was shocking to me. I went in very apprehensive, and it was shocking to me in a positive way, the sheer respect that not only they have for the weapon, but everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, it's never treated like a toy.
No,
it is a tool.
Yeah.
That
you keep locked up and safeguarded, and you carry the weight of training your children how to act around them, and training your spouse how to act around. You know what I mean? Like, it.
You can't even you can't even like put the gun that's like on a table if it's like angled towards someone, right?
No, not at all. Bullet Shepherd says the idiot super chatter doesn't realize we use guns 100,000 times a year in self-defense and never go to jail. Don't lecture us on anything when you can't even speak freely. You're poor serf.
All right, let's be nice to him,
let's
guys.
be nice. It's okay.
Let's be nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a casual debate right now.
Yeah.
No, we're fine. We're fine. I'm just saying the chat is kind of hounding him. I've been watching. Be nice.
It's okay. Soon as Soul Silver says, and honestly, look, if somebody disagrees, once again, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's great. We don't want an echo chamber here.
No.
So if somebody comes in with
a conversation,
yes, exactly, right. Look, we're not gonna be like what happened. You know, we're not gonna assassinate somebody like what happened with Charlie Kirk over here, because somebody in our chat, metaphorically, because they disagree with something.
No, we want the opposite.
All right. Conversation. Soon as Soul Silver says, honestly, the First and Second Amendments are one of the many reasons why people in Alberta want to separate from Canada and join the U.S. But talking about it publicly here is usually frowned upon.
Yes, for sure.
Dylan says gun owners would destroy the government. Tanks and jets can't stand on the corner and enforce laws. The government can't nuke its people. A gun owner can blend in. Don't downplay the power of the citizen.
Yeah, no, but he's just saying
that's not my point.
Yeah, no, he's just simply saying that it's not like, yippee, let's take on the government. Like that, no one's looking forward to that fight.
Yeah, but my point is, in the 20 years that I've been, I mean, honestly, my whole life I've been around it. My family are sportsmen. I'm from the Eastern Shore of Maryland originally. My brother does nothing but hunt and fish all day long. Like, I grew up around my grandfather, who has what many would consider a small armory of hunting rifles and pistols and all of the things that are, I mean, definitely not like high capacity rounds or things like that people are super scared of right now or whatever. But like, no one in my family in the 40 years that I've been alive has ever stood up and been like, I've got a gun, I can take on the government. And in fact, like, you know, when things have gotten really bad, you know, we've had some different people that are close to our family that have been like, you know, you should be doing more. You should be more upset about this stuff. You should be speaking out. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to like strap my guns on and like march on the White House? Like, what do you actually want? Because the reality of it is, like, that's not how the average and the beyond average gun owner in America feels. It is with great fear and trepidation that we know that we're holding on to a right to protect our family for as long as we can.
Absolutely.
Like,
We can continue talking about guns and keep
For
this conversation.
weeks.
Yes, all day long. It's obviously it's a great conversation. Love to hear your thoughts in the chat. Please let us know. We have John came in and says, so what happens when you want to buy food and don't have your digital ID?
You can.
There's a book that talks about this. Yes, that's right, John.
Yeah, I read it once.
That's right. And Din Ryer came back, says, to get the point across, our previous Polish government made gun training mandatory for teenagers in school. Back when I was in school, that was normal practice when I was a teenager back in the 90s. Hey, thank you again for your support. Appreciate that. All right, we'll get to all your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants. Thank you guys again for your support. Speaking of guns, obviously we had a big tragedy in Dallas a couple days ago, where there was a ICE agent. ICE agents were shot at, and apparently the shooter, the sniper, was actually supposed to be shooting at ICE agents and ended up killing apparently a couple people, ICE detainees. Right, really fucked up situation. Happened in Dallas. That's where I'm from. I drive by that place, anytime I go downtown. It's there. And there's been a lot of discussion about this, obviously compounded with the Charlie Kirk assassination a couple weeks ago. A lot of talk about gun violence and a lot of talk as now the government has turned their attention to video games, as just disregard everything that you've been told about shell casings and social media. There's one thing that you need to focus in on, is that
video games.
This guy played video games. And how long have we been hearing this? We saw this right here over on X.
It's the boogeyman that keeps on giving.
Yeah, that's right. Julian Kayam explains to NPR how the recent attempted killer of ICE agents had no discernible political identity, okay, and was radicalized on literally incomprehensible websites like Halo and Steam. Sorry, I had a hard time reading that because it's a hard time to comprehend what she's trying to say.
Yeah, I love how people are radicalized by Halo.
Yes, these
the
guys.
Music, it really radicalizes people,
Right here, this is no real political ties. Didn't seem to have a strong political identity, but then woke up and shot in an ICE facility. The NPR. Is this a thing that happens a lot? Someone who doesn't seem all that political pulls a political cause seemingly out of there on and off the internet. These guys were living in a culture that we're not, that people are not experiencing. It's sites like Halo and Steam.
The game launcher, Steam. Just to be clear.
I like how they call it sites.
Yeah, yes, of course.
So the argument is that video games are bad, but we're gonna go and call Halo a site.
They have no fucking idea what we're talking about.
Halo.com.
Yeah, Halo.com, everybody.org.
Halo, if you recall, is one of the.
So it's Halo and then the entirety of gaming, right? It's just it's Halo and then
Halo
all games.
Halo is all of the gaming. Like
right.
all the Jedi.
Oh gosh.
Well, we had this
Disney Star Wars me, please.
We had this from the New York Post pointing. They said anti-ICE gunman Joshua Johns spent 17,500 hours playing violent video games, including right before the shooting here. He played Team Fortress 2 and Left 4 Dead and Rust right here. So you were saying before he needs to get those.
Those are rookie numbers, man. You got those numbers up, dude. 17,000 hours. Come on, I got that in.
I hope he modded Left 4 Dead too. There's a lot of fun mods in there.
I'll be honest with. Never mind. I was gonna make a joke South Pocket. I stopped myself. I heartbreak myself right there. Because if I played Rust and kept hitting trees with coconuts, I'd probably have some violent tendencies myself.
Well, look, this is not the first time that we've the government has turned their attention to video games. As a matter of fact, this has been happening for really since the 90s, long as early 90s.
Columbine. I remember Columbine. That was the conversation. It was like it's the video games, it's the music, it's the movies.
Well, we have this from Mortal Kombat when it was initially released and the hubbub that the media was putting about here. Just a little recap of this. And then we're going to back all this up with data at the end.
A fantasy martial arts game, as some parents think is just too violent for their kids. Carol Lynn joins us live now from Northridge with more on that story. Carol?
Here it is behind me. It's called Mortal Kombat. We're going to talk to Aaron Brandis here about the game. Aaron, how does it work?
Well, basically, you pick a couple characters, you do maneuvers on the joysticks and buttons, you do moves, and
then what are you trying to get to? Fatality?
Nah, there's a master guy you got to beat at the end. Fatalities are just what happens if you're really brutal to your opponent. You get an opponent, you can rip off his head or something like that.
Sounds like a pretty thrilling game, and this is the kind of violence that critics are pretty worried about.
Toasty.
Cold-blooded
Right.
murder is making Mortal Kombat the most popular video game in history. Kids relish their victory and their bloody choice. Should they pull out their opponent's heart or simply rip his head off just to see his spinal cord dangle in a pool of blood? How do you feel about cutting his head off? After a 10
What is that?
Good.
Fun. And you're right. It is fun. It is fun.
I remember like the rash of these news reports when I was a kid. I got grounded and had never even played the game.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, really?
Like my mom was so against Mortal Kombat. I mean, and like not just my mom, like every mom that we knew was so against this game. It was like, you better not. Like, so we're grounding you just in case you ever think about it.
Just in case.
Yeah, like it was like, hey, we're
It's
at
a
Pizza Hut
preemptive.
and there's Mortal Kombat in the corner. Don't look at it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that kind of it was a mess.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've talked about the government, wanting to limit or make video games the boogeyman forever. We have a compilation here of some of these instances, and I want you to pay attention. This is not a left thing. This is not a right thing. This is all politicians. That's
Oh yeah.
when you go through and you watch this thing, you can't be, that's those stupid lefties or those stupid right wingers, right? Every side of the government for the entirety of all this has been pushing this narrative of video games bad, they cause violence. Just take a look for yourself.
Also, video games. I'm hearing more and more people say the level of violence on video games is really shaping young people's thoughts.
Wrong.
All you're focusing on right now is gun control. What about the violence in our video games?
What about the impact of violence in the entertainment culture? A callous, corrupt, and corrupting shadow industry. Vicious, violent video games.
Favorite part.
Yeah.
Over the edge, they transpose themselves. They become part of one of those video games. And perhaps that's why all these assault weapons are used.
Interaction between violence, the realism that you find in games and movies.
Film, television, music, dress, technology, games, they've become one giant playground filled with accessible evil, darker than ever before.
Now video games like Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, and Doom.
Wow,
Killer Instinct of all games.
What
right?
a pull.
I know.
You know what I think of though when you see all these politicians is like how many video games have been funded by the government recently? Like Dustsport and all that. It's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. They've understand the pull of them and the impact that they make, right?
But the game is the problem still. But let me
That's
go
right.
and fund them. Yeah.
More active participants in simulated violence.
They're able to hook into the internet and play video games that are extraordinarily violent.
Hook into the
Cause
internet.
blood pressure to rise and the adrenaline to flow as they play those games and see people
I agree
killed
with
or
this.
be killed.
Call of Duty makes my blood pressure rise every time I boot it. It is through the roof. If you had an EKG on me when I'm playing Call of Duty, then for sure. But I've never wanted to shoot somebody because
Yeah, well, exactly. But I also have bad news for you, Ray.
You are racist.
Sorry,
are
sorry, that's
racist.
rough.
My bad.
I had a feeling as soon as I met you.
Yeah. But yeah, well, once again, this going back to 99, and this continues for a few more seconds back to the famous Lieberman hearing in 93.
It isn't making a game and selling it that encourages a kid to point a gun at a television set, encouraging criminality. I mean, we're all aware of this incredible outbreak of gun violence.
So there we go. Right. Blabs, when you see the bright blue
I laughed,
handgun.
dude. Did you see us giggling? I was like, look at this. Like, look at this.
first of all, terrible trigger discipline. by
Yeah,
this
very
guy.
bad.
Like-
Yeah.
Never held a firearm for sure.
Just waving it around.
This is not an abnormal thing. We all understand that. But we did a little digging here and asked Blabs and Phoenix to put this together. And to their credit, they did this morning, which was great. When people talk about the data of like, I was curious, as the video game industry has grown through sales, players, surely with the growth of video games and the players exploding, player numbers exploding, surely we just have to have a massive rise in violent crimes, right? Because we're all like sociopaths with guns walking around murdering everybody.
If you
right?
believe that,
yeah.
If you believe that, the montage we just watched,
yeah.
Well, that appears to not be the case, as it's actually the exact opposite here. As you can see, the blue line of video game sales right here versus the violent crime rate per 100,000 people is actually dropped dramatically since video games have released. Almost, dare I say, and this is just a theory, but dare I say the idea that video games are released for people and they allow
exactly, especially for men. I think you could make a very strong argument that getting out your anger and frustration. Men typically don't talk as much. They're not going to be, talking about their feelings. So to just pummel someone in a video game and get that little anger out there is therapeutic, arguably.
Could not agree with you more. I think the thing to me, like, we can talk about the violence in games and whatever those things are, but like the majority of us that are playing the quote unquote violent games are playing them because they're competitive, not because they're violent.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been able to compete in football since I was in high school. Like I need an outlet to get my competitive nature out. And the older you get, and I think it's so funny because people act like games are only for kids, but like, I work a 40, 60, 80-hour week, depending on what's going on in my week and what my travel schedule is. I've got a wife, I got kids, I have all these things. I don't have the opportunity to 6 nights a week go out and play basketball with the boys or whatever those things are. It's a great way to get that competitive itch scratched.
Of course. But you're also a killer.
Bigot.
So
That's true.
That's right. That's right.
And a racist, man.
A bigot.
It's rough.
So many labels today.
I know.
It's rough.
Congratulations.
I'm happy you're coming to terms with that.
Look, I know everybody watching this, whether you're watching on Rumble or YouTube or Plus or Kick, look, you guys understand this is not the case, but you also need to understand that this is the narrative that is being portrayed and will continue to be portrayed from all of these media outlets, all the government officials, because they're looking to blame everything but what is right in front of you. This idea that, yeah, sure, he had shell casings, and sure, his social media footprint said this, and sure, this. But by the way, those video games, they made him kill him. Just so killing those zombies in Left 4 Dead, he really wanted to take out those ICE agents, because all the ICE agents that are in Left 4 Dead, there's all those ICE agents in Call of Duty. Like, god damn.
I got asked this recently. I was on, I think, with Crash Fury on his show here on Rumble, and we were talking about cheating in Call of Duty, and the question came up in that conversation, like, well, do you think that the cheating in Call of Duty is so rampant that it's helping mold our kids to believe that cheating is okay because they see it so? And I was like, number one, my kid's not on Call of Duty, and it's not the job of Call of Duty to raise my kids. It's not the job of Call of Duty to raise me. I mean, if you want to ask me what's leading these issues, it's that 20, 30 years ago. I mean, like, I don't want to be that guy. It's like, well, when I was a kid, but like when I was a kid, if you said something stupid as a teenager, your parents beat you.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
pile drive.
But what we've done is we are paying the piper for a culture that we have incentivized not correcting and not disciplining people. We have a culture of undisciplined people that have never understood the consequences of their actions, because from the time that they were 2 years old to now, every time they've ever done anything wrong, it's been the job of the parent in our culture to say, oh, it's not your fault. It's someone else that did this. And to me, it's parenting, it's family dynamic, it's the societal understanding that we just make excuses for everything instead of taking accountability for anything. If there's one thing that I am trying so desperately with my 13-year-old son to instill in him, is that, dude, you're gonna mess up, and when you mess up, own it and fix it. Like this whole idea, like, that's what leads to this stuff. I mean, and you could point at the parents too, like, I think if you got like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old in a Call of Duty lobby, that's inappropriate for so many reasons. I can't even count them. Yeah. But like
a 2 or 3-year-old, Jesus,
dude, I'm telling you, I've seen their videos. You go to TikTok right now, you'll see kids that are younger than 5 playing Call of Duty with their dads. And it's like there's just certain things that we have let go so far gone in our culture that like we can point at everything. We can say it's movies, we can say it's music, we can say it's video games, we can say it's steroids and food. Like, I mean, we could list all these things, right? But at the end of the day, we also live in a culture that tries to tell everyone they're right when they're wrong. There is no accountability.
You know, I don't know if you know this about there's actually an update to the ESRB. It's the game is no longer M for mature or T for teen. It's actually T for toddler when it comes to Call of Duty. So yeah,
they're nailing it.
That's right.
Perfect.
Dan came in and says, as a Canadian viewer, I don't like the idea of any IDs into digital. We already have enough problems with hackers online.
Amen.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you. We have this from Mercenary. Says, I just want to play video games and be left alone. Why do these people always come after us video game players? Are they trying to make us into the Unabomber? They're both ignorant and malicious about it. Thank you, Mercenary. Appreciate your support, my man. Lisa's came back, says, Jesus says, to back up the other chatter, my main complaint is how the U.S. comments on UK politics. Like, U.S. would never. We have Second Amendment. The fact is, we're all on the same globo homo train. UK is just spoilers. Thank you, Lisa's. I got to be honest. I hope to God that doesn't happen in the United States. I would. People talk about Civil War. Mm-hmm. I think that would do it. Like if they said, "Hey,
the IDs."
Yeah. If the government was like, "Look, we're going to institute digital ID," I think that's where you would actually see a physical revolt.
That's pretty fair.
There are so many things on that list that I think are the last straw.
Oh, sure, but I think that's up there. I think that really is. I think he's dead on as far as obviously it'd be a different administration, and then because now so if another administration came in from the other side, and now it's just like, okay, all our hope's gone, and now we're starting to feel the inevitable wave of crap coming our way, and then they go, and by the way, for your own safety, we're going to do digital ID, and I'm sure your political party will be affiliated with that. I think that could be a
that's a breaking
moment.
Point.
It could be.
We have this from Bjorn with 15,000 Icelandic krone. You're wondering how much that's worth?
I seriously am.
I'm like, do I press the
bubble gum?
$7. No. It's worth $123.
Oh,
wow. There you go.
I'm doing this one. All right, remove it. I'm gonna surprise him.
Bjorn, congratulations. Oh my God, Bjorn. Cover your eyes.
Woohoo!
Get some support for that right there. Bjorn says the entirety of the internet has been trying to do the peaceful debate for 15 years now. And where has it gotten us? Us Euro pores are screwed 6 ways to Sunday, and being all bark and no bite is simply getting you to us incrementally slower. Thank you, Bjorn. Appreciate your insane support.
Yeah.
You are not a Euro poor. You're Euro rich, and we appreciate that, Bjorn. Rich in character. Thank you very much. For
all I would add to that is I just think that I don't think people have been debating enough. What we're seeing is a lot of people who share our values, right?
Yeah.
And so inside our own echo chamber, we're going like, but we've been doing the work, and I would argue many of us have, right? But I don't think a lot of other people have, and so it's not as dire as far as like we're out of options. No, I think really what the end of that sentence should be like, so we need to do more. We need to get more debate. We need to get people more educated.
There's got to be more conversation.
Exactly.
I'll be honest with you, man. Like, if there's anything that I've learned in the last 2 to 3 weeks since the Charlie Kirk incident, it is just how far gone people are. Like, there is a grave distance.
Oh yeah,
between what feels like common sense and insanity any longer.
Did you see the kid who was on campus who got more or less run off for trying to have conversations? He went to like a school, and they literally mobbed him down.
I'm sure
he was sitting at a table like Charlie Kirk trying to do his thing, and they ripped his shit down, and they just threw him out. It was crazy, fearing for his life. Nathan says a study done during the Obama admin showed video games were lowest when it came to influencing bad acts. The number one influence for people to act out was writing, particularly their own. When you look at posts on Reddit, Facebook, etc.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nathan. Yeah, man, you can see into people's minds with their how they write for sure.
He didn't even mention 4chan.
Man. Spencer came in with the 10. Says this is some boomerash reporting right here. Thank you, Spencer. Appreciate that.
No, it wasn't about us. It was about the UK.
Yeah.
It came in for that, not us.
Really super fast. Do you think that conversation is going to go away like in the next 10 to 20 years as more younger people come into politicians?
Which conversation?
The video games as being I imagine that's
No.
going to start. You really?
No.
You think they'll keep?
No, I think, look, anything.
Politicians don't game.
Well, no, it doesn't matter what
But they're
politics-
okay.
No,
Sorry.
well, sorry. I think more than anything, they're just looking for something to pass the
It's
blame on.
low-hanging fruit too, though. I mean, like,
it's not us.
Mm.
No, it's definitely them. It's definitely anything but us.
But like they don't mention, like you see that they're not. So their group who watched TV, they're not saying it was TV. It wasn't Magnum PI and stuff like that.
Well,
if all of us gamers and a politician is a gamer, do you think that's gonna be as effective?
No,
Okay.
no, because I think you being a politician outweighs you being a gamer, right?
Yeah.
And yes, you may have some love for it, but you have love for the money that's in your pocket and the ability, that from being a.
I think that world is so different. You know what I mean? Like, and it is so obsessively and all encompassing, like it absorbs everything. Like,
But they still have the voters, and if they know that their voters are that,
yeah, but I'm actually kind of agreeing with Craig here.
Mhm.
Like if you are a gamer and you get into politics, like I promise you the gaming's going away.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't become important to you like it once was. The thing that's important is saying whatever you need to say to make sure you maintain the power.
well,
that you
AOC
have.
plays games with her crowd.
Like
Like
that's just to connect, they're she's just trying to be cool and connect that way. And but I understand what you're saying. I totally understand what you're saying.
I don't think if your question is, does our generation or the generations that are following us that have been like
I'm saying,
raised
do you
on
think
video,
it'll
like,
erode?
I don't, because I think when you look at like again political power and what people use to try to maintain that power, it's kind of like the same recycled stuff over and over and over and over and over again. And so like for that reason alone, I don't think it goes away.
All right.
Crumbs came in with the 20. Says, I love how digital ID won't help stop these small boots, but will make it very easy for the UK government to track everyone who brings them up online. Yeah. Thank you, Crumbs. Appreciate that. Taker says, speaking of Zelda, before Echoes of Wisdom came out, Anuma talked about the possibility of a Zelda-led game. When asked about an Ocarina of Time remake, he declined to say it wasn't happening. Ooh, look at that, guys.
They'll never tell you.
No, it'll just pop up.
Yeah.
Aramis says, don't forget about Tenarian's Poppy. Oh, yes, we do have Poppy coming up. Let's go. Can you run that real quick, Blabs? Thank you. Let's get to that. Where Poppy, are you hanging out back there? Oh, there she is.
There
Hey,
she
Poppy.
is.
Triple Poppy. All of her wonderful coffee there for everybody. John came into this yesterday. I didn't get to this. Phoenix is cheating on Blabs with Craig. Feels like a soap opera. That came off the AI.
Well, I will let you all know that I have a feeling that both you guys are safe today. I don't know about our friend Ray over here. I do jump on every opportunity.
Oh, disgusting. All right.
I can't help myself.
Delta says, oh, I see. QT Cinderella was the one beefing with Ethan Klein of H3. H3, she's the type to say, I'm scared of Asmongold's fan base will come after me. That was, she didn't want to go to TwitchCon yesterday. And Cenarian came in and says, 100 million. I can't afford that. By the way, did you hear how Phoenix and Blabs slandered Poppy on Wednesday? They insinuated she might be trans.
Yeah.
So here's a question for everybody. Would you bang a man that looks like Poppy or a girl that looks like Trump?
Oh, I'm gonna bang Trump.
Clip, thank you for
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty
There
easy.
you go. Looked up that
Sexually,
that
just
tummy.
be clear. Sexually.
Wow.
Yes. To be clear, that's right.
Oh, good Lord.
How is it possible that we live in a time where that's the better answer?
Tenarian says, anyone else find it hilarious how Crime Minister two-tier Kier speaks with the same cadence as Alan Rickman? He always sounds like.
Don't you dare compare such a stud to that wanker. No.
Who was it? I missed it. Who?
Alan Rickman.
But was it the first part of that?
To Starmer.
Oh no! Come on now.
What the hell?
Tenarian, I think you just made an enemy. I'm sorry.
What
He
the
said-
hell, man?
He always
Alan
sounds like
Rickman,
he's
rest in
about to
peace.
sick his stormtroopers on you.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He followed up, says, glad I'm outside of both the UK and EU. We can take advantage of the EU by being a territory in the Kingdom of Denmark, which is in the EU, but we're not bound by them. Immigrants don't get in here unless they marry a local or get a job, preferably both. Thank you, Tenarian. He also says, if we're making a competition out of it, I am in for Europe, and I'm in Europe and have guns. I don't have any reason to use them outside of hunting, though. The last person to get shot here was a German pilot during World War II. A local fisherman took the plane out with a single shot. Wow.
Wow.
And Aaron came in with a 10, says Aaron with great facts here. He says a large percentage of shooters have eaten pickles. When are we going to ban the pickles?
It's a very
Leave the pickles alone. Pickles' lives matter.
Congratulations. And great point there, Aaron. Thank you so much for your direct donations. Link to that is down below. Once again, we got a bunch of super chats and direct donations. We'll get to all those in just a little bit. Thank you guys for your support. But first, I want to talk about this Gerard the Completionist update.
Oh, yeah.
This was a big story for a couple weeks. And Ray, you are not familiar with this story.
I'm becoming familiar with this story.
Okay, well, let me give you a quick TLDR. This is a YouTuber named Gerard the Completionist. He had founded this thing called the Open Hand Foundation in 2014, and it was to fund dementia research.
Okay.
Right. And it was to honor his mother. He ran annual events called Indie Lands, and he generated hundreds of thousands of dollars for this.
Good for him. Right.
It was great. Now, then a couple YouTubers, Carl Jobst and Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers. Am I saying Carl Jobst or Jobs? Is it Jobs?
I think it's Jobs, but
okay.
do you know?
Carl
I
Jobs?
think it's Jobs.
Yeah.
Well, Carl and
people.
Carl and Mudahar revealed that IRS filings showing the foundation raised $655,000 over 9 years, but donated zero of it to charity. Right. So you're saying they're doing this charity stream, $0 of it went to the charity. So there was a lot of pushback on this. Gerard ended up resigning from the board. He ended Indie Land's charity aspect, and more or less fired and had to let go of his entire team of like 12 people, right? So pretty much ruined his career really quick.
Yep.
And it was a big story for probably a couple weeks, ongoing thing. Gerard was a big YouTuber, 1.6 million subscribers at the time. And
can I have a quick question on
Yes.
that? Did he ever make around that time? Did he ever make a video apology or explaining the situation? That I'm not familiar with.
Yes, he did do a video.
Okay.
But it was very broad. It was a very broad video, and there's
It was
a lot
almost
of
like
things.
political, like a nothing statement, basically.
Yes, there were a lot of things that people wanted to talk about, but he apparently could not talk about.
Okay.
Right. So he came out and he put this tweet out yesterday saying, hey, everyone, it's been a long time. I know you have lots of questions. I don't want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry for everything that happened 2 years ago. I hope they can finally I can finally clear up any questions that you might have and earn back your trust. Link is below. Now, this is a
Such
40
a weird tweet, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing.
It's
It's
so
like, I'm
weird.
sorry for 2 years ago.
I do like that as a completionist, he didn't complete his job of doing
No.
the charity event.
I really like how he films us in front of his bed.
Yeah. Look, so I've known Gerard for a long time. I met him many years ago, and it's not like we've been BFFs or anything. It's like work acquaintances, and he's always been legitimately like a nice guy. And I said this back then. So when all these things came out, it is what it is. I was kind of shocked to see it.
Yeah.
I said we were not like BFFs, just acquaintances, and he did content creation. I think we may have shot some stuff together sometime. I don't know. I worked with a lot of people over my career. But to see him kind of come out and he tried to lay things out. And this is a 45-minute video.
Oh,
right.
wow.
Now, this is a very long video, which we are not going to watch, but I did watch the entire thing last night in 2x speed. And
22.5 minutes.
he does do his best to take accountability, and he actually digs in a little bit on Mudahar and Carl in a couple sections here, and he talks about their false claims and conspiracy theories and how he felt threatened and people were coming after him and all this stuff. And I wanted to play just the beginning of this little bit of taking responsibility in the beginning, and then also just the full wrap up. And that should give you a pretty good idea of where things are at here. Okay, so let's go play this just as a update.
However, even if we never broke the law, serious moral mistakes were still made by myself and the foundation.
which is always a tough thing to start when you say, you know, we may not have broke the law. But anyway, so continue.
The open hand took far too long to donate. We never explained why it took so long until after everyone called us out. And I lied about this for all of Indieland's years, both knowingly in 2023 and unknowingly in all the years before. But it doesn't matter what kind of explanation either I or anyone else involved might provide. This happened, and rightfully so, it pissed off everyone.
Hold on,
To my
hold on.
viewers,
What's this thing happened? Because like what I just heard him say was it took too long for us to turn these donations over.
So the long and short of it is, from what I gathered in this, was apparently in the world of charity, if you're not donating like tens of millions or millions of dollars, like seven figures, they don't have a whole, they're not going to like go in and itemize what the amount of charity was for, right? His thing was, if you're going to donate, I want to make sure it goes to the research, because a lot of times you donate and it goes to admin fees and, and stuff like that.
Like you're helping the fight, but like, are you helping the thing that you want to help?
Right. You're paying the CEO salary, you know, things like that. And I actually think that's a very admirable thing, right? If you're going to donate money, you want it to go to the research and not to a generic thing. So from what I gathered out of this was they didn't donate the money because when they originally were reached out to the charities, they're like, look, it's really not that much in the grand scheme of things. It's like pocket change, like $100,000 here, $100,000 here.
Yeah.
And they wanted to more or less compile it so then they can get an itemized receipt of where the money was donated.
Okay.
That is his logic here, right?
Is that the truth?
I don't know. That's his truth. That's what he's saying happened. So if that's the case, all right, I guess I understand it's admirable, right? But as always, there's one person's side, there's the other person's side, then there's somewhere the truth is somewhere in the middle, right? I don't know. And I don't think we will know.
Like I can just say real fast, the way you explained it, I would still give to your charity. If you said to me, look, you know, heads up, we're holding the money for a lump sum. You know, here's what we have so far, and that's why we're taking so long. I would donate to. I wouldn't feel cheated out or scammed out. So it is a weird thing that they didn't go that route.
But they didn't mention it at all.
No, I know.
I'm
saying if you would just pitch that to me, I would still be donating to. Like all he had to do to get my money is just be honest and say, this is what we're trying to do. We're going to lump sum it. I haven't given anything just yet. I'm going to, okay, I get you. I'll still donate.
Yeah, but I mean, like the reality of it is YouTubers and streamers that are doing fundraising, like they wear that like a badge of honor. Like, so what's weird to me is that 2 years ago, when questions started or accusations were made, why didn't you say this 2 years ago and say, we're working with these charities and, you know, we're going to hold these funds, but guess what, guys, we have a new goal, subathon. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like that's the culture. So like the fact that like, it's, I know I'm new to this, but like, I'm like, this is weird. Like,
well,
yeah, I agree. It's weird.
I think a lot of people have been turned off by the charity aspect of seeing how charities actually use their money.
Yeah.
In the gaming space, there's been a lot of scandals associated with the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this right now. We have a subathon coming up. That's literally, we're planning this while we're in Florida, right? This is what we're doing. The subathon's coming up in October. It's going to be October 20th. It's going to be an entire week. I'm just giving you a heads up right now. Okay. It's our first ever subathon. There will be zero charity aspect to it, right? Like we're not interested in that because there's too many, it's too messy.
Yeah.
Right. If there was a charity aspect of it, people start digging and stuff. No, the subathon aspect of it will be, it's strictly about changing culture. And we're going to talk about that much more as we get closer to the event. So just a heads up when you guys go, well, why is there no charitable aspect of it? This is why, right? Instances like this is why. Congratulations, they fucked it up for everybody, and I don't want to have to deal with it. So anyways, he continues here, and there's a big point where he kind of takes responsibility for this. He's like, yeah, I should have been more transparent, you know, as he should have. And his the response to this down in the comments has been pretty warm, I would say. A lot of comments, you know, kind of taking shots at Mudahar as well. He completed the apology and such, right? But what about Carl? Carl responded, said, the recent Gerard video is unfortunately full of lies again. My next video will be a response. After experiencing my own public backlash, I sympathize with what he went through. It truly wasn't pleasant. His persistent dishonesty is really baffling, though. Now, keep in mind, Carl just went through a lawsuit with Billy Mitchell.
Billy Mitchell.
Do you know Billy Mitchell? Do you know
No.
Billy Mitchell, the King of Kong, the classic Donkey Kong player?
Okay.
So I know we're getting into internet beef drama here, but there was actually a lawsuit between Carl here and Billy Mitchell, where Billy sued Carl because Billy
defamation. I think
it was a defamation lawsuit, and Carl lost to Billy Mitchell, and so Carl, who was digging in on Gerard over here, also was digging in on Billy and got a slap on the wrist for it. Got a judgment against it. Carl continued, says, I have made plenty of mistakes. There are plenty of things to criticize me for, and I will attempt to own them as much as possible. But for some reason, he felt compelled to straight up lie about the things that are easily disproved. To which Billy Mitchell promptly ratioed him, putting a hot sauce promo down below. Carl lost for 10% off at Billy Mitchell's rickysauce.com right there. So
Nice.
Living forever in his head right here. So
rent free.
Billy also thanked the completionist for helping Carl generate funds for his creditors, because Carl owes Billy a bunch of money. So that's really nice. So
Love it.
yeah, this is such an interesting saga
Petty
here.
shit. I love it.
Yeah, it's petty. It's nonsense right here. But so yes, we will keep you guys updated on all this. Well, actually, no, I think that's probably the end of it. I guess, unless Carl comes out with another scathing video about the completionist here. So
I just still don't. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Like, okay, so we took in $100,000. 6 months later, we gave that $100,000 to Charity A, or like,
well, 6 years.
Great,
yeah.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I find it weird. Yeah,
it's weird.
Craig, you watched the whole video. What was your takeaway? Where do you fall on this after watching the whole thing?
I think that in Gerard's mind, he did nothing wrong. Well, no, I think in Gerard's mind, he did something wrong that was justified.
Okay.
Right. And I think that Carl he will find blood, and if he smells blood, he will attack. And Carl has a damaged reputation right now after his lawsuit with Billy Mitchell. So you're right. I think this is petty bullshit, internet beef, but it's I wanted to follow up on it because we've talked about it at length for several weeks. Because
I'm intrigued now. I mean, and to me again, I have the questions like why? Like, if this thing's been gone for 2 years, like why is he making an apology now? Like, and why is the apology to me so half baked? Like, that's what's weird to me. That apology is like, I'm sorry that you were upset at me. Like, that's what I just heard.
There's a little bit of that, yeah. But I would say there's a little bit of, I'm sorry I wasn't totally honest with you when I should have been, and I think that's probably the right response, we talk about people trying to own it, and I think that he tried to own it, but ultimately his career, his business were ruined over the course of 2 weeks because of this, and honestly, probably rightfully so. That's a pretty big mess up. But it really talks about how fleeting this whole thing is. Working on the internet, how quickly things can change.
Man.
Something that is amazing though is GME64. That is Game Master came in with the $100 super chat. Says Bowser's reign of terror is over. Best news in a long time, but fearful for the future now. Oh, you want to talk about Nintendo? Do you? You
Nintendo.
Do? All right, let's talk about Nintendo.
Good
We'll
segue.
get to that in just a second. Tamamo, though, says, can I pull a black belt barrister? The UK's legal mindset, but calls the police and Gov out on their BS in terms of law. Also details how offhand comments aren't unlawful, no matter how offended you are. Nice. Well, that's a good thing, Tamamo. You be careful over there in the UK. Armis also gifted 5 subs over on Rumble. Love to see that. Michael's hands appearing over the computer monitors over there. You can see
There we go.
He's a happy young man over there. That Mike. Armis also came in with the 10. Says, thank you for another week of wonderful shows. Take care on your trip back home. Thank you to Rumble Studios for hosting the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast in the world. Thank you, Aramis. Appreciate that greatly, man. We are growing. We have this from Mercenary. Says Carl, and Muda are all liars. Walking away. Thank you. Alucard wants to know who Poppy is.
Well, he's saying it's Poppy, but it's Pappy. Like
Poppy.
Pappy.
But who is she?
I
By
don't
the
know,
way?
some chick we found on the internet.
Okay.
We'd like to thank that chick on the internet.
I just want to point out that like all these boobs and things that I find are all just from Twitter videos. So
I want to let you know that we appreciate all these ladies for letting us monetize their
shout out to the
videos,
boobs.
which is just absolutely spectacular. All right, let's talk about that from GME, who came in with that tweet about the reign of Bowser's terror at Nintendo. This was interesting to see yesterday when this was announced, as yesterday, Doug Bowser, the Nintendo of America president, decided to announce that he is stepping down from Nintendo of America at the end of the year. Says, today I announced my plans to retire from Nintendo effective December 31st, 2025. Nintendo has been an integral part of my life for 44 years, starting with Donkey Kong Arcade as a kid in college. It has been an honor to contribute to this incredible company and bring our beloved characters and worlds to fans through our video games, theme parks, and movie experiences. I extend my best wishes to Devin Pritchard as she leads Nintendo of America forward. And I thank all of you for your passion and support of Nintendo, and you can count on me to remain a Nintendo fan.
It would have been great if her last name was Peach. That would have been
that
just
would have just been the
Now,
icing on the cake.
Reggie Fils-Aimé, who is probably the most popular Nintendo of America president ever, came in and says, Devin is a talent and should do incredibly well. I look forward to this generation of Nintendo of America. Congrats to Doug Bowser for the past 6+ years. I didn't know it's been 6 years since he came over and took over for Reggie Fils-Aimé, but pretty quick right there. A lot of people not happy with this, actually.
She makes me, just looking at her makes me very nervous.
she does have a bit of the crazy eyes.
Yeah,
like I'm not trying to dunk on her just by looking at her, right? But a little bit
I
of
think
the
you
crazy
can.
eyes.
They all have the
totally
crazy
can.
eyes.
I totally can, but I don't
But-
want to judge.
The thick black glasses are not there.
This is true.
That is a good
no
point.
Rachel Maddow
That's a good
glasses.
point.
1 point.
All right.
We'll give her a
All
point.
right. Touche.
So what you're telling me that this lady's eyes don't freak you out here, Blabs?
No, they kind of do, bro. They've seen
Good
some
Lord.
shit.
You know what this looks like? I don't know if you guys are How I Met Your Mother fans at all, but the captain, they were always talked about how he had crazy eyes. And if you covered up the top of his eyes, it looked like he was happy. But if you covered up his face, it looked like he was angry. That's what's happening in this picture right now, 100%.
I know I've seen a lot of people online going like, oh, right. I don't know enough about this
Yeah, we
lady to
don't,
speak
yeah.
about this lady, right? But she said, I'm humbled and excited to take on this new role. Doug has been a fantastic mentor, and I look forward to building on the incredible foundation he has helped establish with characters and worlds that offer something for everyone. My focus will be continuing to build on Nintendo's legacy of surprising and delighting our longtime fans, while at the same time welcoming new players into the Nintendo family.
Do we know where she worked before?
I tried to get in, but I don't have LinkedIn. So
Okay.
Jose Ramirez was not on the case today. I'm so
okay.
sorry, guys.
Well, she's been in Nintendo for 20 years.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, like what
All
she
right.
has to say isn't bad, right? She's honoring the loyal customers, and she's also saying that we're going to try to get new ones into. I don't see anything bad with what she has to say.
We'll see. I may owe an apology.
Well, I really don't know anything about
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't follow the Nintendo corporate structure very closely on a day-to-day basis. Sorry.
So where does the outrage come? I know it's not our outrage.
No,
but like, where does the outrage come?
I think people are nervous for a number of reasons because
crazy eyes.
Well,
Crazy eyes. She's a woman. what
white
other
woman
things?
taking over, woman in Japanese company taking, I'm pretty
I mean,
sure
that is interesting to me because a lot of Japanese culture is so traditionalist.
Yeah.
I mean, it really,
Mhm.
really, really is. I would be interested to know, is this like the highest position that a lady has had in the culture? You know what I mean? Like in the
Mhm.
company, like
I don't know. It'd be interesting to know her history. Obviously, she's been with the company for 2 decades. That's a long ass
That's a
time to
long
be doing
time.
anything,
Maybe
right?
we'll
And
do a segment next week where we'll go and
Yeah,
show
do a
Jose
little-
Ramirez's discoveries.
maybe do a little bit more
Yeah,
digging. I
yeah.
think it's a little too early to cast
Yep.
judgment. But I'll say this: the past 6 years for Doug Bowser have not been a very good. I think a lot of people, myself included, and I don't know if it's been a Doug Bowser doing or if it's been just Nintendo of Japan or whatever, but they've fallen out of grace with a lot of people. They've made some decisions that have pissed off a lot of people. And I know that, my affinity for Nintendo, while I blindly have loved them in the past, it is started to crumble a little bit. And I'm not as excited to get myself or my kids into what Nintendo's throwing down here. And yes, they have the nostalgia factor and it sucks. And yes, I've talked about how I'm part of the problem. I get it. But I have purposely not bought games because of some of the decisions that they made. And the idea of bundling Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 for $90, like that's insane to me.
I was going to say, how you win? Just tell everyone that the old games aren't $90 anymore. I mean, like you win everyone over, because if you can say anything about Nintendo, the Switch 2 launch has not been, I think, what Nintendo wants it to be. It's taken a ton of criticism because at the price point. Now, I'll be honest with you, I have a Switch 2. I like my Switch 2. I think it's fantastic. It is exactly what I expected it to be when you called it the Switch 2. It is an upgraded Switch, but the cost is double the cost of what a traditional Switch was. The game costs are up $30. So I mean, I don't even know what that.
But hasn't the sales been really?
But here's the thing: it's been the fastest selling game console ever. Which you say like, no, you don't know if Nintendo has been very pleased with this. I don't know how you can not be pleased.
I think they're not pleased with what people are saying about it. I mean, because like the scuttlebutt is like, this has been a disaster. I mean, like if you look anywhere online, people are ripping this launch apart, like hardcore ripping the Switch 2 launch apart.
People are still buying it though.
Yeah, for sure.
People still buying it, and that's the issue, right? It reached the.
I did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We have this from Danky Bong Bluntry. Says
Nice
she worked in the legal department at Nintendo. Nintendo being ran by lawyers and bankers.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Nice.
How do you go from legal?
I don't know.
Sucking dick.
Hey, wow. Okay. I guess we have our answer.
And scene.
Yeah.
So I just guessed.
That's Blabs, not representing side scrollers right now. Nintendo. Just want to point that out. That is, she said that on her. She has her own little show happening in the corner right there. Definitely not doing.
But you now have a pathway. If you're a lawyer out there and you want to get into gaming, we now know the
Mumford
pathway.
away from her. See what happens.
I know. Where is Mumford? Can we get the dog? Michael. He went home.
Oh
Did you see that, Blabs? He hates you. He left. He didn't like you so
I got
much.
a picture of him loving on Craig,
though. You saw him towards the end. You started running around like crazy.
Do you have to wear that shirt on your legs now?
I just left it there. I don't know why. Okay.
There we go.
Clear? No, we're not clear.
Yeah, you're
right?
not clear.
Oh my God! Are you serious? Like you're not gonna show your
No, why
your
don't you
ankle?
show your toes then, man? Oh no.
Well,
please
men's
don't.
feet doesn't
You asked
count.
for it.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
She's bumping it up there a little.
There you go. You're safe now.
I was like, hey, we really need more headroom, and thank you for that, Michael.
I am pretty tall.
All right, so let's get to a couple other things as we round out the week here on the show, and we appreciate you guys popping in. Thanks for allowing us to travel this week on Wednesday. Like I said, we're deep into it right now, planning a lot of things for the future. Hopefully that we're looking to change culture. We're not just talkers, we're doers. And we are talking about doing right now. So you got a plan to do. So that's what we're doing right now. I thought this was really nice. This is a mega viral tweet from Tim Allen, of all people. We've talked about the Charlie Kirk Memorial and how many people tuned into that. How many people were really moved by the memorial, specifically the Erica Kirk quote about how she
forgave him.
Yeah, she forgave him. And Tim Allen, Woody from Toy Story, Tim the Tool Man Taylor, my man. By the way, show still spectacular. If you guys haven't yet,
show.
But there's some people. Blabs, you remember the article where they were talking about how Home Improvement was problematic?
Yeah, like everybody loves Raymond. Yeah.
Yeah. There was an article from like some stupid website about how it was a very problematic show because it dealt with toxic masculinity and stuff. Anyways, whatever. Tim Allen coming in with this right here, saying. Erica Kirk spoke the words on the man who killed her husband. That young man, I forgive him. That moment deeply affected me. I've struggled with over 60 years to forgive the man who killed my dad. I will say those words as I type them now. I forgive the man who killed my father. Peace be with you.
It's heavy, man.
Yeah, man. That is crazy.
I had no idea his dad was murdered too.
Neither did I. Which when you talk about I know that he had drug issues early on.
Yeah.
He was a dealer. He spent time for like cocaine or something. And then he rebounded and became a TV star and got his
Movie
life squared
star,
away.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I Googled it real fast. He was not murdered. He was killed in a car accident when Tim was just 11 years old. He was struck by a drunk driver.
Hmm.
Yeah,
how
but
he
I get
died.
the sentiment.
No,
Oh, yeah, that's
absolutely,
murder.
That tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what? Mercenary's right. Oh, he was Buzz Lightyear, not Woody. My
Oh,
fault.
what did you say,
Oh, yeah,
Woody?
yeah,
I said Woody.
We didn't
Well
even
done.
realize.
Well done.
Yeah, my fault. Thanks for correcting me, guys. But yeah, I thought that was obviously super powerful and very, very cool to see the kind of the forgiveness being thrown down. I'll tell you what, there's people that I can't forgive in my life yet, and I am trying to find that strength.
It's a hard thing, man.
And
if you're a control freak, the logic of it, I'm not saying it's easy. The logic is easy to understand in that I have no control with anger and hate, right? You took something from me and there's literally nothing I can do. I can't get that person back. But by forgiving, you gain, that's the one thing you can control. It's one way, it's a release. So for a control freak like myself, I understand the logic. That doesn't take away from the strength and how hard it is, of course.
For sure.
But I understand the logic of it.
I really appreciate about like the Tim Allen tweet too. Like it comes so out of left field and it comes from what feels like a really organic place. Like I have a hard time believing Jimmy Kimmel. Like I have
Right.
Crocodile tears.
yeah, you know what
I don't know what you're talking
like,
about.
Like I watched that and I was like,
Right.
I
Well,
like the genuine nature of the tweet.
Right. So here's the problem I have with Jimmy Kimmel is
Everything.
that the problem I have with
Feminist.
Jimmy Kimmel is what he said the next day. Is how he just continued to dig into it more. Right. He then it's like, oh, I didn't mean this, and then he continued the trashing of everything the next day. He could have pivoted, but it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough, and he needed to continue to double and triple down on his jokes and stuff. He had an opportunity to be the change he talks about, but no, couldn't quite do it. So
what a tweet.
What a tweet. This tweet also, we finish up here. Speaking of, hey, we are the #1 video game and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. Glad you guys have found us. And this is video game content that you guys love. As it was broken yesterday that Costco, this is amazing. Costco will no longer be carrying Xboxes. They just decided, nope, we're just not going to sell Xboxes anymore. They said it was a business decision, and Xbox products have been removed from their site for weeks.
Was the business decision that no one buys Xbox consoles anymore? Like, unless I'm crazy, like their prices keep going up. There's really almost
They just
no
announced
reason.
another price increase.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
They did a year ago. Now they're doing. I got to tell you guys, like the only console that I see surviving right now is Nintendo, and it's because Nintendo's made everything so proprietary. But Xbox is already on my PC. I mean, look, I'm as big of a gamer as you can get. I have had and continue to have every console that I can get my hands on. But twice I've come across Xboxes, and twice I've sold them because I do not need the box.
well, the Game Pass kind of made it obsolete.
Game Pass on PC and like the fact that it's all there. And now, like, have you seen the ROG Ally, the X series, like the Xbox series?
Yeah, they're trying to do the handheld. And all that.
So like it's been coming out. People have been excited about it because like the thing to me, you can't even natively play Xbox games on it. You have to use the Game Anywhere streaming. So like you can't install it to your deal. You still have to have Wi-Fi. But they just announced the price. Like the highest tier, it's $1,000.
That's Microsoft.
$1,000. I mean, I thought that my $450 Steam Deck was expensive, but $1,000 for a handheld. I mean, all this stuff is going to the cloud. There's no difference in that Ally for playing Xbox games as there is my iPhone having a Metabone controller on my iPhone. Anyway,
I just want to confirm it though. I went to Costco wholesale. I Googled, I searched on their search engine, Xbox. We're sorry, we're not able to find a match. So it's completely scrapped.
Wow.
Everything, games, console, everything's gone from Costco website.
Well,
Which, by the way,
their handling of that Series X launch was also terrible. I pre-ordered my Series X launch from Costco, and they canceled it 3 days before the console.
I got my
So,
my Xbox from
stoked
Costco
about
in
that.
2019. Shout out. One of the last ones, I guess.
Congrats, Blabs. There you go. All right, let's finish up with one last little fun quick hit before we get to your supers. Guys, thank you so much for your support today, whether you're watching over on YouTube, obviously Rumble, over on Side Scrollers Plus or Kick. We appreciate you guys popping in and being a part of our life, letting you guys be a part of letting us be a part of your life, you guys being a part of ours. Thank you very much for that. Apparently, you guys need to get ChatGPT to be a part of your life as well, as it will pay for itself many times over.
Oh, I'm interested in this one. Yeah.
As a woman has won the lottery with ChatGPT right here. Woman asked ChatGPT for lottery numbers, and she won. She used those lottery numbers. She won. She won $150,000.
She's walking away with $5 in her pocket.
Yeah.
But here's the best part about it. She plans to donate every dollar. Every
Good for
single
her.
dollar.
Atta girl.
Better than me.
Says, I'm like, ChatGPT, talk to me. Do you have numbers for me? Right here. And 2 days later, she was in a meeting at work and she received a notification to collect your lottery winnings. Edwards thought it was a scam at first and quickly verified the news right there. As soon as that divine windfall happened and came down around my shoulders, I knew exactly what I needed to do with it. And I knew I needed it to give it all away because I'm so blessed. And I wanted this to be an example of how other people, when they're blessed, can bless others.
Oh, God bless her. What a wonderful
good for her.
Thanks,
Pro
humanity.
Pro tip, as we just learned today, don't take 6 months to 6 years to donate it.
That's
That's
a
a good.
And keep receipts.
Yeah.
Now we're
Be
talking.
like Miss Edwards.
Yes. The irony of this is that actually, yes, she's donating it to 3 different organizations. One, the Association of Frontemporal Degeneration, which sounds very similar to the
Alzheimer's.
to
probably.
Alzheimer's, which is exactly the same thing that Gerard was doing.
We are not living in a simulation at all,
Yes.
guys.
Will receive funds in honor of her late husband, Shalom. Shalom Farms will be
Shalom.
That's funny. Inside. Will be supported for its food justice work. What the hell is food justice?
I don't know, but we need it.
All right. And the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society
All right.
will include a.
Good for her.
there you go.
What a boss lady.
Nice. So there you go. A little bit of good news to finish your week with, right? How great is that? Love that. Who says it's all doom and gloom here on Side Scrollers? That's right. Speaking of doom and gloom, here's Blabs with some super chats while I put my shoes back on.
Thank you.
I like how that's just doom and gloom. All right. Mr. Melancholy for 2 says Starmer is one of the slimiest faces I've ever seen.
Oh, we saw that.
Starmer.
Why are they not clearing
Start
for
here
me?
from Young Stuff.
Oh, for God's sake. Shout out StreamYards. You're doing amazing stuff. All right. Young Stove says Blabs looking like she's about to crush some grapes. I've actually done that. I've actually done that. It's a lot of fun. It's very squishy. Derek, for one, says Super Mario 64 is so massive in its fan base. It's one of the most speed run games ever and has hundreds of ROM hacks. A whole community still exists behind that masterpiece.
He's not wrong.
That's right.
Much for that. All right.
Doesn't mean it's still good.
8.1, Craig.
8.1 out of 10.
The UK government is nuttier than squirrel shit. I like that. Torgo says there's a PC recompiled port of Mario 64. It's
I have
great.
heard of that. Yeah.
Dog scrollers, Potendo.
Thanks, C-Man. Appreciate that. Yeah, unfortunately, the dog decided to get away as soon as Blab started petting it. So,
What do you mean? It was like when I stopped petting him, he left.
oh,
Silo says, why does Mario have 3 fingers in that picture?
AI.
Yeah, it's probably AI.
Harrod says Olive Garden over Taco Bell any day. Thank you very much. Gruel Guy says, just remember, gamers, avoid the showers.
just remember gamers avoiding the shower.
Oh, that's right. That's bad. Because I'm like, ew, why would you want no one shower?
They're like a mission accomplished. It was easy.
Taryn says Mark of the Beast territory.
Hell yeah.
Nathan says, as Dave Chappelle once said, the Second Amendment is there in case the first one doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Redaway says, remember Waco, Ruby, Waco, Ruby Ridge, and Rainbow Farm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Marmalin, an armed society is a polite society. Gun crime you see from the States is from cities where they heavily regulate guns. More guns exist outside there, but less gun deaths. Thank you. Runway says the government will use military hardware like M1 Abrams main battle tanks on children in Texas over a fake $200 fine. We have 2A for a reason. Killer for 2 says this is for that Tylenol taking UK commentary. Damn.
What do you call him? A waterhead?
Yeah, waterhead.
Have you ever heard that before? A waterhead?
Beautiful waterheads
I
washing around, goofy bastard.
Never heard this before, but apparently it's a thing.
If the UK had our 2A, bet their women, little girls wouldn't get grape. Daily guns are a deterrent. Thank you very much. Joey says this whole digital ID thing the UK is trying to push is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Amen.
I hope the people stand up to this and stop it.
Yeah, we are rooting for you. Hopefully, we're
Yeah.
praying for y'all.
Mercenary says, in the U.S., we used to have mandatory firearms classes in far as back as grade school. It was up until the late 50s when it was illegally removed. Interesting.
Yep, they would put a rifle in a little kid's hands and teach him how to shoot. It's a real thing.
I wish there was things like that, like agriculture, learning how to shoot, all these other things,
Yeah.
more home ec classes.
How
Like, bring them all
about
back.
learn how to use money?
Yes.
How to bank?
Yes.
Yeah.
None of this shit was ever taught. So stupid.
Yeah. No, but we had to learn the Pythagorean theorem.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I use it literally every day.
A
Yes.
squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Yep.
Let's go.
My advice for the new Nintendo NA president: don't be Don Matrick.
Yeah,
Yep.
Don Measure, yeah.
Joey, they've been trying to push this whole violence in video games thing since the early 90s, and it has been debunked numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
Darkle says, yes, and we should ignore John's deleted Facebook profile showing Antifa commie symbols, including hammer sickles with a glorious exposition comrade.
That's right. Just ignore all that stuff. It's only video games' fault.
Yep.
My dad grounded me just for looking at the cabinet. Soul Silver, the irony when they fund games for propaganda. Mike, the media and politicians are going to have a field day when GTA 6 comes out, jumping up on the hype train, but
I have
for
a
their
feeling that's gonna be a
narratives.
woke
Oh,
mess.
yeah.
That game's never coming out.
It's going to be a
It's coming.
woke mess
It's coming.
guaranteed.
Joey, the only time video games make me violent is when they lag.
Yep.
Very controller. Mercenary says, video games saved me from a very dark place, from going into a darker place, and I've had people admonish me constantly for that. It doesn't make sense. Tenarian, for one, has a meme, which I'm going to show right now. Hang on, where is it?
And while
Here
that
it
gets
is.
pulled up, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow night, Blabs is going to be cooking real, raw Italian food.
That's right.
Tomorrow night, live. We'll be streaming that. So make sure you guys go become members over at Side Scrollers Plus. Use promo code Plus and join us. Just a heads up. I'm telling you this right now. The price is going up very soon. So use the promo code Plus. Become a member. If you want to join on a month-to-month, by all means, that would be great. Last chance. Just giving you a heads up. Okay?
These came
Side
in.
Scrollers Plus. Use promo code Plus.
This came in just on Plus real fast. West for 5 says the only reason to have an Xbox is its backwards compatibility. Video Gamer for 2.5 says quick shout out to Wise9. Monstrum Knox being missed in today in gaming history.
It's about gaming history.
Ease. Yes. Wise. Yes.
Okay.
It looks like Wise, but it's Ease. Yes.
Oh, it's an absolute masterpiece that every normal man should play. Great combat and an intriguing story too. Thank you very much. Sturgeon says Craig's still holding his Nintendo
Torch.
All right.
Sorry, I know. I hate it. I want to put it out, but I can't.
Lyman says, I think the biggest worry is that she will be permissive towards censorious localizers. I'm still sour about what they did to the Paper Mario 2 remake.
I hear you on that. Yeah, we'll see.
Dan says, I have my Switch too. Sure, I might be the problem. I enjoyed. I don't like what Nintendo is doing, like the key card situation. Plus, the price increase in Canada went up $115 for a physical game. Shit, bro. Dan also says, I have my Xbox Series X last year. I'm not surprised Costco themselves are no longer selling Xbox consoles and games anymore, except the gift cards. Go gaming PC.
My man.
And then lastly, Game Hunter Series is title minister Keir Starmer.
Keir Starmer.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And I
Hey,
believe we're caught up.
Good news. We hit our Montez goal today. I know you look at I see Michael over
Mike's
there.
really excited.
Pick a number between 1 and 8.
Ooh, 6.
6 it is. Sounds good.
You are racist.
The greatness of Montez right there. Thank you very much. Going to Dustborn right there. A game that will certainly be ported over to the Nintendo Switch 2 with this
I
new
got-
present soon.
I got one more super chat.
Oh, yeah?
$95.
Overmod for one says, this is for putting Blabs back in the kitchen. Don't spend it all in one place.
Well, thanks.
homie.
Thanks, Toots. All right. Hey, real quick, we got this guy to my right, Ray, over here. He has been great today. He drove all the way over to join us. I would love for you guys, if you're watching over on Rumble, to join him. Go to rumble.com and you just search This Is the Ray.
Yeah, that's my main page. It looks like I have like no followers at all, which is not much better than my gaming page. But yeah, the Rumble does it like in a really interesting way. You've got like a main and then like broken out gaming and like other pages.
Yeah, so go and follow him over there. It'd
Yeah.
be really great.
Yeah, hook
that-
me up, man. I'm trying to get to 500 this month, man. Let's do it.
Hey, listen, I know there's 200 of you guys who can go over there. If you're watching over on Rumble, just open up a new tab. Also joining us here at the very tail end of the show after complete and full dress attire.
Oh my
my gosh, it looks so gross right now. Hi, Des.
Lady Des.
Like I slept in this shirt last night and threw on a pair of jeans and got in the car.
Well,
like
there we
that's
go.
how gross
Welcome
I
to
am.
Florida then.
We're glad you're with us, which is great. How was the drive?
Long.
Yeah, it
But
was.
it
It
was
was.
fine.
What is the drive?
About 5 hours.
From where?
Tallahassee.
Oh,
Yeah.
West Palm.
Yeah.
So, big-
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Mean smack dab in the middle.
Whoop whoop. All right. Well, Des, you got anything before you close out for the week?
No, just it should be a fun weekend.
Yeah, we got. We're planning the subathon once again coming up. It's going to be October 20th through 24th, or at least that week, whatever that is. So that week of October 20th, as I'm looking at my calendar right now, making sure I got the dates right, which I do. Yes, the 20th through the 24th. We're going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that week. So going to be a great week. Looking forward to it. More information coming very, very soon. All the tiers and everything. But more than anything, we are planning that now. It's going to be a big production. And we're not just going to be sitting there going, we're like doing stuff. So we're going to be digging in on that. That's why Phoenix and Blabs and Des are all right here. And once again, Ray came all the way 4 or 5 hours to come hang out with us today. So once again, go follow him over on Rumble. Link to him is down below. All right, guys.
We got
Appreciate.
2 more supers.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Fire away.
Okay. Denira, I believe is how you pronounce it. I don't even.
Paracetamol. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I thought that's what you were talking about. Go ahead. You were talking about his name. Sorry.
She's sleepy. It's all right. I don't even take whatever Tylenol. Penny nearly went to jail for self-defense, and my grandparents fought in the Polish underground state during the commie occupation. Thank you very much.
Hey, from one Pollock to another. Let's go.
And then Deadeye, for one, says Blabs cooks more than strong, independent wall hitters.
All right. Thanks, Deadeye. I don't know what that
I don't
means,
know what that means
but
either, but
all right.
I'm going to say thank you.
Hey, once again, join us tomorrow night when Blabs is cooking what?
Carbonara. Pasta carbonara.
Pasta carbonara. She had her nose up the entire time in the grocery store, making sure we had just the right super expensive cheese for this.
Parmigiano Reggiano, you can't use it like
It's the
some.
best one.
See?
Parmigiano Reggiano, Parmigiano the Mario, Luigi. Guys,
And
thank you very
Stenarian, for one,
Oh.
says Craig needs to read his direct donos. What the fuck, Craig? You're too busy making fun of me. Look what you're doing, bro.
Bada boom, Blabs. All right, hold on. Let me open it up real quick. Let me do a quick refresh. I thought I got them all, but I guess I did not.
I love your dress, Blabs.
Thank you. I kind of
It's
brought
been
it
kind
for
of the
you.
topic of conversation today, to be honest
love
with you.
you.
Say she looked like she was stomping grapes.
Yeah, I'm Amish now.
Oh, Tenarian
Gonna
says
ride my buggy.
some Tenarian lore that ties into the aforementioned plane that was shot down. It crashed into a mountain by my home village. When I was a kid, it was a tradition to smack the remaining bomb with a rock when walking by. It wasn't removed till the late 90s. It's probably a tradition that wasn't the best idea.
That sounds like the worst tradition I've ever heard in my life.
The Grateful Gamer says, just say nope. Don't be a Nintendo. Also, check out llamas and hats when you have a chance. Carl is
That
very
kills people.
relevant. Stay howdy, Rumble folk. Thanks so much, Grateful Gamer. Appreciate your support. And Tenarian says, gaming needs another Kevin Butler. Yes. It also needs another third-person Mario game, but I guess other M will have to survive. Tenarian, you're not a good Metroid fan. Says, in fact, I'll go play it after the show. It's a good game, and I'll die on that hill. Though I'd rather die on Poppy's hill. We got another Poppy there for Tenarian.
Hang on.
That's right.
Let me get you some Pappy real fast. There
Some
you go.
Pappy. All right, there she
Pappy.
is, everybody.
Hang on, I got one more from Aramis on Rumble for 5. He says, for Lady Des.
Nice. The Desiree tax. That's good. All right, guys, time to get out of here. We got some work we got to get done. We're going to be very busy. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us today. Once again, follow us over on Rumble. That's why we're hanging out
And
here.
a big thank you to Rumble.
I was just about to get there. Yes, big thanks for housing us.
Guys, Craig, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ray. You're a phenomenal guest. I enjoy having you
We love
sitting
hanging
to
out.
my right, which is great. Yes, Michael.
Yeah, be the dog.
Let's get. We got dog cam down there, Phoenix. If you want to get down there and let everybody know. There we go. Oh no! Oh no! Time to go, guys. See you later. Have a great day. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys later. Have a great weekend. Get outside, touch some grass. Bye.